Yo, 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 what's good with it? What's good with it? Y'all already know what it is. What's the deal? Are we keeping reckless and real? How you feel? Look out, look out. It's a Sunday cookout, cookout. Keep it 100. You get took out, took out. You already know who in the building. Your bro for show. My co-host that do the most. Go ahead and shout yourself out, family.
Peter, man, East Oakland, California, you already know. It's what we do. Sunday cookout every Sunday, 12:30. You know, show up, we're gonna feed you, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna bathe you or none of that shit, right? But you're gonna leave out this motherfucker clean. Open your mind, man. It's time. It's time to cook.
Yo, let's meet back for my second weekend, man. You see, I'm greedy, man. I gotta come eat with y'all some more, man. Man, this is official Busy B, your official junkyard film producer, as I call it, film producer, director, screenwriter. Man, I'm the production guy for the people, man. I'm glad that, man. Thank you for having me back, P Dub. Thank you for having me back, Rec, man. I appreciate y'all.
I'll tell you, already know.
All
You
love.
already know.
Yeah, y'all can check me out. This Concrete at Concrete, keeping it real on
Man,
Instagram on all platforms. Y'all can check me out. I like to call me the voice for the voiceless. Was incarcerated at 21 and a half years. Now I'm out speaking for all those who incarcerated and trying to steer the youth from heading a place of destruction. You know what I'm saying? A place of out of the graveyard or out of the prison, man. Let them know,
yes,
man,
sir.
so much to do out here.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? To leave a legacy out here. So, I'll break down the story later on, but thanks for having me on the show,
And for
man.
those that
Thank you.
don't know, Concrete keeping it real, before we even met right here, fuck with his Instagram. His Instagram go up. He be having some dope, like double content. If you listen, sometimes you might slide on there, get to see somebody get, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get what they deserve.
It's
You know what
yeah,
I'm
it's
saying?
a li-
Yeah, getting what they deserve. You feel me? You know what
right,
I'm saying?
right,
But for
right.
sure, the content is real. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta sometimes you gotta open it up. And we already know that we surrounded by people that know that they slaves. But check out Concrete keeping it real. That's his Instagram right there. Test you his name. Check that out.
No, that's
Yes,
facts.
sir.
Tap in with the broski. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, man, if y'all don't know, this is part two for Busy B, man. Y'all already know he had to pull back up, hit the boot, get the remix. You know what I'm saying? Just y'all
The
already know.
remix.
You feel me? He brought on Concrete as his own personal guest. You know what I'm saying? That's his brother from another mother. That's the bro for
Yes,
show.
sir.
So y'all already know, man. Anybody that's family, any of the circle that I rock with, Busy, BH, Roll, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already know, man, y'all family to me. So, man, it's a family affair. Let's cook it up, man. Concrete, I'm going to let you lead it on. Give us some background on who you is, how you got started this content space, your background, your story. Hey, go ahead, bro. The floor is yours. Go ahead and cook it up,
Nah,
man.
I'm gonna let you know, man. Like I did 21 and a half years, like I said, man. And it was a fight for me to get here, The fact that I'm on this platform with y'all, it's a blessing. It's a blessing from
Yes,
God.
sir.
It's Sunday, I don't believe every day is a day to give praise to God. So it ain't a particular day that I pick. Every day you wake up, you give praise to God. But for me to be here, talking to you all, it's a miracle. When people
Hey,
talk about they
Mm.
looking for a miracle every day, they like, listen, man, God give people miracles every day. They just don't want to acknowledge it. And mine's is me being here talking to you all because I could have easily been on death row. Easily
Mm.
mm,
been on death row.
that part. That
I've
Hey,
part.
been
where,
a
where you
two.
where you where you from? Where you from?
I,
Where was you locked up at?
I was in Miami, Florida. I was locked up. I did fair times too.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
arrested
yeah,
for by both jurisdictions, by the feds and the state. So I did a little
yeah.
time in the feds, and I did majority of my times in the state fighting the murder charges I was fighting. Um, to sum it up without making this long, I was incarcerated for multiple murders. Me and my co-defendants were charged with over a dozen murders. Um, Me personally, I was charged with 30 counts, and my 30 counts, all of them were PBL. Five of them capital. Um, Up to six of them could have gave me the death penalty, meaning all they needed was to find me good for one of them,
Right.
and I would have been facing death row because that's what they were seeking. They were seeking the ultimate punishment. Um, my
Hey,
trials
break
lack.
break break it down. Break it down the acronym what you said for the listeners so they'll understand what it is you mean.
Oh yeah, you
B.
said the POV. Yeah.
Oh, okay, punishable by life. But
Okay.
they were looking for the ultimate sentence, which is the death sentence, because they felt like there was no rehab, no second chances. There was no way that I could become a productive person for society. But one thing they never, you see, these people that come up with these laws, one thing they don't know us personally. You know, they didn't know I had
Right.
a relationship with God. And what I mean by that, I was always a God-fearing man because of my parents, who they were. And they always had me have a relationship with God to understand that, listen, you not perfect, and don't try to be perfect. Just try to have a relationship with God and let God guide you. At one point, I was not seeking God and I got lost, like
Mm.
like anybody else that's in the Bible we read about in biblical stories. I got lost. And when I got lost, I was on the other side. I was working for the other side. When I say working for the other side, I was I was evil. I was an evil ass man. And
Mm.
when I mean I was evil, like I was heartless. It was only about me and my dogs, and it was only about me and my niggas. We didn't care less. If you wasn't my nigga, it was fuck you. And that's how we lived, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we was righteous to one another. We just ain't open them doors to outsiders, which we should have. But if we didn't know you, the old me wouldn't even think to come on this platform to get to know new brothers. It was like if
Mm.
Right,
you wasn't in our
right.
circle already, it was like the middle finger. It was like fuck you. I didn't
I
want to.
think that's how a lot of us move, man. I think we do that out of fear, or they call it the cattle mentality or herd mentality. We all group
Right.
together out of fear, man, and so we never get a chance. You come from these urban environments, it becomes a comfort thing, But shit, and you know how that goes. Some of them same ones they'll take your ass up out of there too, though, B.
Listen,
So
listen, listen. It was some of the same ones. The ones I called brothers was taking the witness stand. They don't want to the witness
oh
stand
yeah,
and started pointing me out. The ones that,
mm.
listen, man, listen, we done shed blood together, homie. And now
My,
you
my
point
thing is,
me
look,
out.
and look, even in them environments when you able to walk away and still have some semblance of integrity, even if 30 niggas snitched on you, you didn't snitch on one. How motherfuckers, man, he told on me, I'm gonna tell him, or he wasn't telling on
Listen,
me, so I
Man.
ain't tripping on what he did. How that's how the world is. Like we in
listen,
the gayest generation, and we in a world of
man.
no accountability when it
Hey
comes to
man.
anything street. This shit is just different now,
Hey,
right?
P
It's
Dub, man,
it's
hey, P
different
Dub,
code,
man, what the
different
street, hey
code.
man, as they say, people got mad when I heard a lot of rappers coming out, which them guys ain't no street guys, most of them no way. But
Right. They were never
Right,
streets.
but
They were
but
never street. They
but
were
but they
entertainers.
when they say the streets is dead, I told them, man, the streets has been dead, man. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Like,
And
man,
that's why you hope to come through situation. I did 19 straight, you did 21, everybody did some form of time. And even if
man,
you
you
didn't
better
do no
believe
hard
it.
time,
Yeah.
if you went through hard times while you was free, that's a form of incarceration. Like I'm
Facts.
saying, even if you was able to
Facts.
wiggle. But my thing is if you could step out of that and know that it ain't no honor amongst thieves, but you still got some type of honor for whatever codes and principles that you uphold, then I mean that the game ain't all the way dead. It just lives in each of us. You
That's
feel
why I
me?
said. That's why I use the
Okay,
word
I
righteous.
love
That's
what
why I
you
use the
said then.
word
Yeah.
righteous where
Hey,
you just said.
but you know what it is when these young boys looking at us, man. That shit is like looking at it. It's like looking at an anomaly. It's like looking at a dinosaur, man. We rare
Right,
artifacts.
right. But it's
Nah,
a
that's
couple
real.
it's a
But
couple
that's
of
why
old
my
souls.
mindset be like it is
Yeah,
though, busy because I went through that. You know what I'm saying? My own
Yeah.
supposed to be bros and niggas I done slanged and banged with, you feel me, for years. You know what I'm saying? We got a decade under the belt, you know what I'm saying? Hanging on the block, slanging, banging the crib. You feel me? Doing all kind of dirt together. To see them send me up the river. Like, hey, shit, I'm looking at football numbers. I'm trying to get home to my kids. Damn, so you gonna throw the ball to me? Like, shit, I don't want to catch that pass. So let me
You
go
feel
ahead,
me?
you know, throw that off the
You
you,
feel me?
nigga. You feel me? And we all doing the same shit together. We know the consequences. We know what come with this shit. You feel me?
But
But
see,
when
and
the
but see,
and
shit
that's
and
hit
it's
the
a
the
couple
that's
of
the
fan,
young niggas,
problem.
and
A
it's a
lot of
couple of
them
young niggas.
don't really understand consequence. That's the whole thing.
But none of
right?
us did though. Like my thing is, bro, is that if you remember when you was really in it, when you was young, you never thought about getting caught. You might have like you might even say shit like, yeah, when I go to the pen or when I get shot, because it was just like I think it was like a badge of honor. But you was never thinking you was gonna do 100 years. Niggas was never
Right.
think about it. You might have knew about the death penalty. Like I always tell people, crime laws don't deter crime because criminals don't give a fuck about law. So like,
Right.
unless you've been through something, like if you know how
Now
in
you know.
California, yeah, yeah,
Now
and
you
now
know.
you know you've been through something, but that don't mean that you still ain't averse to crime. You might think now that you smarter like than you was last time not to get caught. But we already know all that shit is a farce, right? But
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
step
Yeah.
into this shit, it do be some young dudes now. It be a couple of old souls. You just gotta sift through the bullshit and get to them. Usually they gravitate to you. And if you remember, even we was young, if you really was a nigga that was trying to get some game, you gravitated to the
So
OGs. Even if
Yeah.
they
Right.
was hard, even if they was
No,
tough
it's
on you,
crazy. It's
even if it
crazy you
was
said that
striking.
because when I was incarcerated, it's crazy because I never hung with the niggas that was my peers. It was always the
Right,
older heads. That's why nigga knows so much history because I was always with the older heads. I couldn't even
right,
really gravitate to the niggas that was around my age because, like you
right.
said, they were still on that bullshit. I'm searching for knowledge. I'm searching for wisdom.
And they made you do it. It was each one teach one, still sharpen steel. That was what it was. It
Man,
was
you
Right.
better
required
believe it.
reading. He go this book, bro. You got 72 hours, and it's gonna be a quiz. Like you know what I'm saying,
Right, right.
if you was old school Jama, BGF, any of that shit, you know, when you stepped in, you was getting instantly getting recruited. If you had a head on your shoulders, you was getting absorbed, even if you didn't even know it. So it's like really, bro, when it comes from any kind of knowledge base, we know the esoteric knowledge, which we already know from you talking last week, that's what we all strive for. But even just to the regular street knowledge, bro, we do still have a responsibility, right? We like you said, bro, Biz. We know a lot of niggas in the music industry, even we was growing up, they ain't the real street niggas. They just around the street shit. You
Yeah,
feel
Yeah,
me?
that's all it is.
definitely, definitely.
Right.
That's why
So
sometimes I
That
don't
shit flux,
penalize them
man.
like we
But
penalize
but
street niggas
right,
because I already know
but
they
they
entertainers. They
right, but
entertainers.
right,
so hey,
right.
so I got a good question for y'all, man. And I've been all over this, man. I've been on every podcast platform, man, and yeah, and cats be kind of scared to touch certain situations, man. But I do. Man, I understand how federal laws work very clearly, man. And I'm gonna start with Boosie, and I want to hear what y'all take is on this. Boosie got caught in San Diego, what, a few years ago, where
Mhm.
they saw a firearm on him. He is a convicted felon. They have a law in the federal, it's called in construction of a firearm. That means somebody could be standing in back of you with a
Yep,
Yeah,
gun. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
They caught this
you're in
man.
possession of it. You're in
Yeah,
yeah,
possession of
you
it.
just
Yeah,
gotta be having
Yeah,
it in
constructive.
your
because you
hand.
in
They
with
caught
a
this man.
proximity
yeah.
of it.
Yeah, constructive.
They
Yeah,
caught
constructive
this
possession for
man
sure.
dead to the right. The state dropped the case, so the feds picked it up.
Feds picked it up.
Fed, as we both know, all of us should know, or if you don't know, we're gonna know that feds pick up cases that they already know what that they
They go
can really
win.
jam you on most of the
Right.
time. Why would the feds have any incentives to show him any leniency when they sent Martha Stewart to jail?
That part. That
So
part.
somebody
You want me
please
to answer?
explain to me what they think happened there. Because he
I
say he
think
ain't no
Boosie,
rat.
this is where, you know what I'm saying, no pun included, but this is where people get reckless with their money. You feel me? Just because I got a name and I got the bread to be able to do how I want to do, move how I want to move. Nah, bro. That's why you hire security. That's why you have a personal bodyguard with you at all times. So when situations get deep like that, guess what? This bodyguard, man, shit, he's an ex-officer. So this is really the police. He's just not the police no more. So guess what? He go get up there on the witness stand and testify and let them know what happened. He go be the one to pull his firearm. He the only one that's over here strapped up legally because I know I can't be doing that. I'm
I can't be
boozy. I
around
got a
firearms.
background. I'm doing too much. You feel me? That's when you a grown ass man and you can't shake that hood ass mentality. Hey Boosie, come on, bro. You gotta grow up eventually, bro. You can't be 58, nigga, and you still on that hood mentality, bro.
Right,
Your
for
your
real.
son looking at that shit. You got daughters looking at that shit, bro. You gotta teach them how to elevate to become queens and kings. And not just motherfucking rich ass spoiled kids that got a motherfucking beneficiary package in the back. No, nigga. You feel me? Teach them how to move smarter with their money. Make their money work for them. They might not have the talents of rapping. They might be business. They might have a better business etiquette. They got a better mental investing in bitcoins and shit like that. Put them on something different, bro. Like nigga, that shit is sad as fuck when I'm watching Boosie on DJ Vlad. Nigga, all them chains on. You nigga, you know how many motherfucking kids in the hood you could
He
have
need to
fed with
stop
that.
talking to that cracker, man.
You know how many
I don't know why
motherfucking
he
kids you could
Man,
have
talking
fed
to
with
that
yeah,
that.
cracker
for
boy.
sure.
You
Yeah,
know what?
how many
I
housing
want to.
programs you could have put up with what you just got on your neck, bro? That could
I
have been
want
a
to. I want to
benefit to
chime
the
in, right?
community.
I want to chime in, and I want to make sure this whole part is clipped from what you said to what I'm about to say, right? I disagree with you, but I also don't think that you was answering the question that Biz answered. I mean, asked because I think Biz was asking more of like, do it seem like it's some weird allegations going on?
Yes, that's
Like, you
but
know,
that's
whether
cool
whatever,
though.
just because we know how the feds rock. But I do want to touch on what you said, Rick. I do want to correct you. I ain't gonna say correct you. I'm just gonna tell you where I'm from in East Oakland, right? Boosie then came out here, bro. Not just the East Oakland West. He did his video shoots at Acorn. He done a lot of shit for people
Acorn,
just
okay.
where I'm from. What I know about Boosie, aside from when I get to the answer with Biz, the feature price don't be high. He don't treat you like he just a superstar. He throw the video in on it. When he come out of the community, he really come to your community. He ain't a nigga acting like he a celebrity. He come in the trenches. He was in Acorn Projects.
Yeah, Acorn, yeah.
That shit is real out there. And you can't just go out there to the West like that, right? And he was out there with Cookie Money, who was from East Oakland, and they did a video out there. I could tell you probably 5 other instances. It don't be no Boosie slander out here. Another thing, just because a nigga wearing, rocking his chains and doing what he doing to show what he do for his brand, I don't think you could judge a man like that, because even people that don't really got it like that, once you know him for that, when you see it without him, that's part of their brand. You have
That's
no
all I'm
idea.
saying, Dub. How many billionaires do you see with ice on their neck?
I hear you, but you assuming that he hasn't done anything for the community, and you saying that because he put his cell phone with something, that's saying that he ain't put on communities. I'm telling you, my community. He's from Louisiana. He's put on my community several times out here, and I'm telling you that if a young nigga trying to get a feature or do a video or do whatever out here, and they ain't got to pay 10 bands for a nigga that's a name, and they can pay like 4 bands, get the video, that helps a young aspiring music rappers, singers, whatever. All the niggas might not be in the streets. And the segue into the real question in the gun, that nigga been shot, whatever. Yeah, the security do whatever, right? As a man who's been in shootouts before, and either had a weapon and had to be forced to get my way up out of there, or wish I had a weapon because my niggas had it, but they wasn't shooting like me, or they wasn't worried about me. Sometimes, bro, if you go to jail for it, that's on you. But you're gonna take that chance to be caught with or without. And sometimes without, you could die. At least when you go, you might be able to try to beat the charge, finesse it, whatever the fuck you gonna do if you get your way up out of there. To get down to the nitty. And I apologize for taking a long time.
No, do your thing.
I don't know. I'm not gonna put an alleged on Boosie. I will agree with Concrete. I don't know why any of them niggas go on Vlad, even though an artist that I managed named Nisha went on Vlad, and it was beneficial to us because it made us go viral for my independent label and my media company that I got going on, and it was good for me. But for some people that's already on, it really don't make. It's like a no jumper. Certain people, if you know you got bodies and shit like that, don't go talk to that man.
Man, don't go on no jumper, you going to jail.
Right, because of that. But when it comes to the allegations, I know that he said some shit about his bodyguard. His bodyguard supposed to have took some shit with whatever, right? The San Diego shit. If you look into the paperwork, they dropped it one time. He beat it.
Yeah, they did.
And then the feds double back. The state dropped it. The feds they did some weird shit, refiled on him. They dropped it. We thought he was good. I was in the feds. When his shit dropped for the gun shit, everybody with gun shit was juiced. Cause like, ooh, if they drop a Boosie gun charge, the way he got caught with that nigga, that 922 count for me. Because we was all worried about the 922 G's and the 924 C's. Anybody that's a fan nigga know that.
Yeah, that boy just stayed in the federal laws, boy.
I know my shit. I fought my case with a paid attorney with their lawyer, because I know their lawyer went shit, and I'm every day on the legal pen, right? But I'm saying that all we gotta do is look at Pacer. Pacer will tell you they can't lie on Pacer. If a nigga,
and that's what I'm gonna say. Me, but hey, y'all know my platform. Y'all know I expose rap.
These 5K1s and these, but I mean, he wasn't locked up, so there's no Rule 35. But the 5K1, they hiding paperwork now, bro. The feds.
That's what I'm gonna tell you. But me, this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. Let me chime in on this.
Go ahead.
Because you know this what I do. I've seen snitches in all forms. Because I got all types of snitches on my case.
The feds. I have all.
I was charged for my case. We were charged for confidential informants getting murdered. You know, we can speak about that because it's over with. My case over with. But we were charged with shit like that. So I know all about when it comes to snitch, all that snitch game. I know all about it. I've seen snitches in all forms. I've seen third-party snitches, as they call it. When somebody else is working and you keep your name off the paperwork, but somebody else is working for you. I've seen all that. So I know about all that. But one thing I'm not going to do is put a snitch allegation on a man, because I know what comes with that. Once you put that badge on someone, once you say this nigga's a snitch, I know what comes with that. So for me to put that on someone when it's wishy-washy, or I don't know the facts, I would never put that badge on somebody until I know for certain that I have the physical power, the physical papers, or I know for certain I could bring that individual who
Right.
could prove that this nigga is the one
Or,
that told me.
or you seed it, right? But that's what I'm saying for
Okay.
Boosie. I don't think I get what Biz is saying because it looked fishy, right? In the sense of
Right.
why. But I'm telling I was in the feds when a lot of these laws was trying to change for this 922 shit. You feel me? I'm saying,
Right.
but even them picking this shit up, the feds never should have picked this shit up. Like you
Gotcha.
understand?
No, I'm gonna keep it real. Just to answer Busy question, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I went to, you know what I'm saying, a whole different sector of the question, but just to, you know what I'm saying, just to go straight and live and direct with the answer, bro, to keep it 100, Boosie gotta realize you beat a M, bro. You beat a
Man,
M.
multiple,
You
multiple,
are literally
multiple,
on the Fed's
multiple
radar
M's,
for the rest of your life, my
multiple
guy.
M's.
I don't
That
give a
boy
fuck
did
what you do, bro. You could turn into a pastor. You got Boosie's church, and nigga, they still on your ass, bro.
that nigga
So
beat
what
that's
5
why
Boosie
murders,
need to
man.
that's why we go
realize
to
is
jail.
they gonna
5
watch him.
murders.
But that's why. But look, but the answer being shit, piggybacking on what you saying, Rex, because he's that type of dude, the feds would love for him to tell and leak it. They would leak it. They
Oh
wouldn't
yeah.
protect Boosie. They would protect Vlad. They would protect Adam 22. They would protect Wack. They would protect certain. They got assets. Wouldn't be an asset. Boosie is a liability because he does sit on platforms and he does say, fuck y'all.
Yeah,
Fuck the
yeah.
establishment. Fuck
That's
what you
why
want
they
to do.
rather have him hemmed
Right.
up in the clink. You feel me?
Right.
They rather
And I
him
agree
have
with you,
him
Rex.
locked up and take that
Rex.
voice away. He ain't got no
Right. And I
voice no
agree with you,
more.
Rex. I agree with you, Rex, that you're right. His mentality should be sharper, right? In that vein. But I also look at it from a street level. Nigga, he still, when you in a rap game, you basically a street nigga by default. One way or the other.
Yeah.
You gotta either
Basically.
you gotta keep it too real where you didn't really want to, but if you don't, your shit is at stake, right? Or you gotta say fuck it, like the generation is now, and be like, I don't give a fuck. I did tell, it is what it is. It looks suspect, but I'm still on the gram. I'm still out here doing what I'm doing because
6'9",
nobody cares no more, right?
6'9".
But in the case of a nigga like me, and I could probably damn near speak for my cohorts right now. If you know that you going somewhere and you know you need to be there for whatever business it is, and you know in your mind you can't carry, but legally, right? You can't carry, and you know that you're going there and you're gonna have to go. You got to make the decision: am I gonna be caught with or without? If you do get caught with, right, you know the consequences because you're a grown ass man, right? You can ask another man, hey, bro, Boosie, let on him. I'm like, nigga, I'd rather die. I'd rather not die. I'd rather kill before I go there, before I nigga kill me.
Mm.
So when he was with Mo3 and them, Mo3, nigga, them niggas really trying to kill that nigga. It's been niggas that took pot shots at Boosie. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. Like
I interviewed Mo3's manager. I can't think of his name right now. I interviewed him on Cam Capone.
You
I
ain't you
forgot.
talking about rainwater?
Yeah, I interviewed Rainwater. Yeah. I interviewed Rainwater on Cam Capone. So he gave me a little backdrop on Mo3,
What
man.
was
And
it?
that whole
He was trying to look for his fire in that glove department. It wasn't there. What happened when he went to the other side? Because when
Yeah,
every
I
time
want
I
to
see
hear
that
that.
video, he ran to the other side. It's like he was looking for something,
yeah,
and
he
it wasn't
yeah, yeah,
there.
he knew what was up, and yeah, it was supposed to be something that was gonna keep him up off of him there, that was
Right,
supposed to, and he went to
right.
look for that, and obviously
It
that
wasn't there.
wasn't there, man, and God bless the dead, man, and we saw how my man walked him down,
Man,
so
bro.
Right.
yeah, so
And even segue into Dolph. It's like in a Dolph case. Whatever
Yeah,
would have happened with that, his partner was there for him. His nigga was there, but he
his
wasn't.
brother, his
He
brother.
would have probably been better off having it himself.
Yeah,
You feel me?
mm,
yeah.
And even if he had to go fight a beef, maybe he would have got up out of there alive.
yeah, that.
You feel me?
Yeah, no,
So
no, that
like,
no. we now this is now see this is the point of the conversation that I always look for. See, what you're saying now, P Dub, and I love when you do this. You talking about that really thin line that takes a hair pin decision that you have to make that's gonna that can shift your whole life this way or send
right,
your ass to the clouds. You know
right,
what I
Right.
mean? So this is what this shit is like,
But then I gotta interject. Then this is why I tell people, my nigga, if you know you ain't got the fire or you know you need, don't go into them environments, man.
right.
Just don't go into
Bro,
them
I say that
environments,
now.
man.
I
Ain't
say if
nothing
I
pussy
gotta say,
about that, homie. You been there.
bro,
What I
I
gotta
say that
prove to
now.
go inside these environments? Why I know I gotta have a fire?
Right,
Why I know
right,
niggas gonna try to? Cause listen, I don't care how tough you is. It's always a young nigga that gonna think he's tougher than you, and it's always a young nigga that see you as a trophy.
And it's old niggas that just know how to still shoot. My thing is right is that I say the same thing. Yeah, niggas shoot and score. Right? Like my thing is right is that I look at it like exactly what you want, but that's what I've been telling people lately. My best defense nowadays is not even putting myself in the game.
Thank you.
I'm not even gonna put myself in play. I move like the Secret Service. I move like I'm the president. You feel me?
I know that's right.
If it ain't clear over there, I ain't going. If I gotta have it on me, I don't belong there. Because the
And
circles I want to be in now is where the scholars and the legends and the billionaires at. I want to be the only ex-thug in the room. That's
and
it.
see, Doug,
You know what I
and
tell
Doug, what you
people?
talking
I'm
about
feeling
is
that. I'm
our
feeling that.
mentality. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like we do all of this hustling to get out of the hood. We do blow up and become a dope musician, a dope rap artist. Now we got millions, and we trying to go back to the
Back.
hood.
Come
What are you
on, man.
doing, bro? We just did
Hey,
all
the
of this
plan,
shit
the
trying to get
plan, the
out
plan
the
from the
hood.
beginning was the progress, wasn't it? Wasn't it the
Right.
progress?
Yeah, the
I
plan,
And,
the
thought that
plan
was
and
the
was set.
plan.
it's
But
cool to go back to the hood, but if you're gonna go back to the hood, make sure it's controlled. That's what
it's
we're
a thin
saying.
line,
Control,
and
having
it's
a
a thin line.
controlled environment.
And it's a thin line because when he come to Oakland, he's protected, meaning that whatever he got, he his own niggas. Weber they came to the town before and niggas tried to fake rob and he drew down, was like, nigga, what's up? I was ready to die. But niggas was just like, like he really the songs. I'm saying sometimes people challenge you because of what you rap. So you got to understand that. That's what I mean by the music game is such a you got to straddle a fence. You feel me? You straddling the fence between the dream and reality. And the reality is, nigga, if you talking about certain shit, the elements, life, the pigs, and everybody gonna test you, right? The other side is, what is your mentality? What is your when you go home and they like, oh, you a sellout, you don't come through no more, you ain't this, you ain't that. When the shit happen, you to hold your homeboy down. Or some people cannot take. I see it on the internet every day. Niggas will say something on the internet to somebody and they can't help but go, nigga, fuck you, and blow up, but you can't beat a nigga up. You can't kill nobody. You're not going to do that. You're just yelling into a camera. With me, I'd rather just sign off. All right, bro, I got you. Because if I'm going to do something to you,
they sound like
I'd
grown
rather
ass
act like a
women.
bitch right here. I'd rather act like a hoe right now. Be like, yep, you right, bro. Get off this. And if I'm going to do something to you, I'll see you later.
Man, you sound,
I'm
see,
good.
we all come from the same act. We come from the same demonstration. We demonstrate a different message. All that hollering and screaming mean you scared to me. You know
Yeah,
what I
that mean you
mean?
scared. You
So
just leave. All you
yeah,
drink.
you
You
know what I
just
mean?
left.
So
You just leaving the evidence for them crackers to know who's the
Yeah,
motive.
we on
What's
the
the motive?
internet.
That's it.
We on
That's
the
his motive.
internet. What can you
That's
do?
motivation.
If we right now, I have no idea where each of y'all is. I know where y'all tell me y'all at. I ain't checking on IP addresses. So at the end of the day, if a nigga said, fuck your dead mom, this, and that, I could be like, this bitch ass nigga. But I'd rather say something funny or try to make it a classic so we could clip that bitch and get up out of here. Because in my world, I'm not gonna never do too much for clicks and like, but if something happen organically right here, oh, let me sit in that moment, let me get this. Because this is what I'm here for. I'm here for the content. I pray that I have diverse conversations and I get to step in the rooms with men dressed in all black that talk about the resistance. I pray that
yes,
I can
sir.
get that.
Yes,
But we might
sir.
do 20 episodes. We only get that like once every other episode. So us getting it back to back, we can put the trench coat on, step into the matrix, and be Neo, nigga. This is where we at. This is where you come.
But see, Doug, that's why it's like platforms like No Jumper that's crazy because you know the feds is watching, you know they taking tapes from there, you know they keeping notes, and brothers are still going up there. Like the fuck is
Bro,
y'all doing, bro?
It's
Y'all
bro,
might
cause
as well just
cause
walk up
I
there with
call
y'all
them
hands behind
brothers.
y'all
They
back, like, hey,
becoming
take me to
they
jail.
they becoming what I like to call social media whores, and I'm sorry to
yeah.
say that. It's
Hey,
so
hey,
they
But see,
love that.
Creed, look, you know, see, a person level-headed like you could know, say if you like promoting a book, you promoting your 21, you just did some shit, and you want to go in there and you already know I'm about to go in there and I'm gonna promote this shit, whatever you own, I got control. But when it be
Right.
like 20-year-olds that do got a couple of bodies and niggas and gang members, when the nigga asks the leading question, I just seen it, I think I just tagged both of all y'all in it, right?
Let's
He
see.
asked the nigga straight up about when you shoot motherfuckers, you said this in the song. When you shoot he named that gang. I'm not going to even say that gang.
That's
You
crazy.
shoot them, and it's in the song. And the nigga tried to do the wordplay with it. He was trying to be sharp, but that ain't cute to the feds because that's all they need is an allegation. You know what they say? They can indict a ham sandwich. But when you don't know, and you go in there thinking you gonna beat, that's like look, it's the equivalent. I swear to God, it's the equivalent of this. When you go into that interrogation room and you think you gonna beat them,
That's when you
instead
fuck
of
up.
saying I
That's
want a
when
lawyer,
yeah.
I need
yeah,
a law. That's when you fuck up. And it's
you kill.
crazy. Listen. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Okay, so you know I also got my podcast too, Concrete Keeping It Real, and I do interviews. So I interviewed a brother one time. I'm not gonna even say his name so people don't know what I'm talking about. But I interviewed someone that was incarcerated, And people they said I talked too much during the interview, but what they did not know, I was protecting my brother because I know whatever my brother says could be used against him.
Right.
So if
And
it's
come
coming
back
from,
on you.
thank you. And so if I say it, if I say it, guess what? It's me saying it. They can't use what I said against my brother. So
Right.
if my brother over here is talking about I did this, I did that, guess what? Everything he said, this interview is transcripts. These
Right.
things, these words, that anything that he says could be used against him in
Right.
trial, in court, in front of a judge, because those are his words coming out his mouth. What I say cannot be used against him. Because I'm not on no sworn statement. I'm not on
Right.
no affidavit. I am not being sworn in. I'm
Right.
just speaking on behalf of him. And that's
Right.
what people don't understand.
And even when they go to no jumper, you might be speaking to a straight conduit of the feds. So anything you say to him, he could come to court and testify for.
Yeah, he could testify against you.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
But they
He
don't
might
know
even
that.
be able to do it. But look, he might already got the pool. We could just do it with the grand jury behind closed doors, and you don't even know who the source was. Because you know the grand jury indict you. You don't even know who the fuck they was behind the closed door session.
Man,
By the time you know
I pray, Brand, just bringing that up, man, that gave me the chills, man. I pray they abolish the grand jury, man. I'm gonna call it what it is. It's the clan jury. Yeah,
Right.
That's
straight
what
up.
it is. Because you could never know who's on the jury.
Who's on
They
the
could
jury?
they
We
could
don't know
they
what's
can
going
indict.
on.
Hey, it's a saying, man. I know y'all heard it, man. They could
They
indict a
said a
ham
jury of
sandwich,
your
man.
peers. I
I
don't
just
know
said
none of
that.
these
We
motherfuckers
don't
up
even
They
know
here.
who
could
they
indict a
are.
ham sandwich, man.
Yeah, that's what I just said. They could
Anybody
indict
could
a
be
ham
indicted,
sandwich.
man.
Yeah,
They could indict a
that
ham
grand jury.
sandwich.
They don't, because it don't matter. All they need is a link. You get a
Yeah.
RICO by like nigga. We already under RICO. I call Rick nigga to get on for a bag of weed, nigga. He in my RICO. What happened?
Right.
Man, listen.
Oh,
When I went to the Fed, that's when everything, the Feds got me. Really, what the Feds don't know, they got me ready for my state case. Because when I was able to fight the Feds and won my appeal and whatnot, by the time the state came, I was already ready for the state because I seen everything the Feds could do. Because I seen when the Feds, they put inmates in cells with you that's going to testify. I
yes.
seen niggas,
Oh,
man, I
God.
seen niggas when niggas was selling information, homie. When inmates, I'm talking about broad daylight in front of the whole dorm room. Nigga, I got $10,000. Anybody tell me on the murder, tell me about it right now. And niggas selling it, bro. And they'll call
Right.
the agents and jump on the nigga case just like that. I'm talking about
Bro,
this was happening, homie.
bro, we
This
used
was
to see
happening,
people in
homie.
there, bro. We used to see people in there getting their time chopped down per indictment. You can see it, bro. I was at Atwater. That's why I just got released from Atwater last year, right? Listen, bro, it used to be shit. Atwater USP. It used to be shit going on up there that was both gangster and suspect.
Right.
You feel me? So, bro, like you already know, man, they gonna put them, put them with you. So, and like even when we was talking about Boosie, the motherfuckers that they want, they love to put you out there. They don't,
Right.
that's why I be telling, like, a nigga will do all that telling to an entity that don't got no honor for you. So when they through with you, they putting your ass out there
Yeah, they
anyway.
gonna expose you. They send you to the sharks.
You
Yeah,
ain't
they
really a
feed
part
you
of
to the
that shit.
sharks. Yeah,
You
yeah,
just
they
a
feed you to the
nigga.
sharks.
You just a nigga. Because even if you ain't a nigga and if you pour white trash, you still a nigga. You a nigga to them, so it don't even matter. You feel me? So all that shit, bro. Like everything.
That brings me to the second part of what I was thinking too. Then, do y'all think it would be a fair assessment that we could talk about Gucci right now?
Who? Gucci?
Nah, he played, man. That nigga played all the way, man.
You
I
said
lost
Gucci?
all respect. I lost
Yeah,
all
Gucci.
respect for bro.
Oh yeah,
I ain't got. You see,
Gucci
that's a
telling,
different
bro.
situation. I lost all respect for kid because you know I used to look up the kid. When I mean look up, that was one of the ones I used to be like, okay, that's one of the real ones. You know what I'm saying? Doing this thing, but it don't matter because I'm in that boat now, homie. Homie, I done did so much. If a young nigga come now, my nigga, and come try to stamp me or flush me by some shit I did in the past, I can't scream, homie. That's my past, nigga. That's called seeds.
Right,
You done planted of old coming back, my nigga.
right.
So you did all these robbing, my nigga. You used to rob all types of niggas. We all know this. Nigga, you robbed all these niggas. It's to the point there's stories of you robbing Freshman Tanner. He didn't tell on you, homie.
Right. And
As soon as a
that's why
nigga,
Blue Shiesty did it.
Now, I'm
Blue
not gonna
Shiesty
lie, Concrete. The
believed in the
only
hype.
reason I'm not gonna lie, the only reason why I cut Gucci some type of slack is because of this reason right here. A lot of people don't know all of that jewelry and shit was in his wife's name under insurance claims. For you to get
you
that
got
claim
same way,
back,
but
you gotta
same way them
file a
niggas.
police
Listen,
report to get
the
on that
same way them
insurance
niggas.
claim.
He got to
You
That's the
feel
charge that
L
me?
you
shit
got
to
to
the
take.
game.
That's a
Yeah,
L you
yeah.
got to take, homie.
See, Doc,
That's a L you got to
see,
take,
like,
homie.
see, like,
That's a L you got to take, homie.
I will tell you something. I will tell you what it is. Because me and Rec have covered this topic probably about 5 times, right? About 5 times, right? Like, and see, Rec is speaking from a place of value,
Yeah,
right?
I understand.
You know, I'm saying because as a citizen, right? But when you really been to prison, the prison rules are like anything that looks like it's a statement, you are deemed suspect infinity.
Right.
Like
Now I understand that,
right,
Dub. And
right.
the
So it's
only reason
like,
why I say that is because what do we all say? We know the motto. Happy what? Happy life.
yeah,
Nigga,
but fuck that
yo,
bitch. Yeah,
you
but
want
fuck
your
that bitch.
wife in
That
your
bitch
ear
good.
about that $2 million
Yeah, but
engagement ring
fuck that
that you
bitch.
lost and shit for the rest of your life, nigga.
Yeah,
You
fuck that
gonna
bitch
hear
though.
about that shit for the
But
rest of
listen,
your
I
But what?
always
life,
said that.
nigga.
I
But what?
agreed. I said the reason why he did that is because of her. I said it's
But I'm
her.
saying,
It
I said
is.
she was
It
behind
is.
it.
It is, bro.
look. But look, if he did it because of her, even more of a bitch ass nigga then.
Man,
Like
hey,
even more than the
talk to
talent.
me. Say
Because
that.
my thing is,
Say
look, it's
that.
like this. You could have just said, baby, like, bitch, go make a statement. You could be like, bitch, you do that. I ain't doing that.
And you know
Because I
what?
bet you if he ever do some sucker shit, because this is what a bitch gonna do. He ever do some sucker shit or something towards her, girl, she gonna be like, you didn't do that when Shiesty was on you. That's what bitches do.
And you
So
know
you
what's
can't
so
win
crazy?
one
You
way or
just
the other.
said that. How many niggas locked up right now? Cause I had that call one time. Man, you need to tell on them niggas. You need to come home. Bitches
Yeah.
say that shit.
Yeah, in
Bitch,
your mouth.
check
Yeah.
yourself.
What
Check
exactly?
yourself. That's
Right.
my nigga. What you talking about?
Yeah. And
Stay
my
out of
thing is
grown
this.
man business.
And
So
you got
so
women, that'll go do that for. They'll be like, fuck it, if you ain't gonna say no, I'm gonna say something. You feel me? I'm saying, but they don't even understand that jacket gonna follow you. It's gonna look like you did it. It's your
come on.
people. You feel
Come
me? I'm
on.
saying. Now I understand. I can't jump on. I can play devil angel, right? I
Yeah, devil
understand
advocate.
the insurance, all that shit. I hear that. My thing was more so it's like you probably should have just chalked it in a sense of I'm just gonna seek my retribution the same way I always got it. The same way it came to me. The streets came to me. Pooh was stupid than a motherfucker, but
Nah,
he was
that was a
believing the
stupid.
hype. He was
Nah,
believing the hype. He was believing the
that nigga was
legend.
stupid.
He was
That
believing
nigga
the
was
legend.
stupid. You see,
The
that nigga
legend of
was stupid.
Gucci, if we always right here, right now, think about it, Brett. You know, we was doing this shit. We didn't want to believe it. The first
But
couple of
see,
acts,
Dub, and what you said right there is exactly why I cut Gucci some slack, is because nigga, he didn't try to turn over a new leaf. I don't want to be that nigga going back to the feds again. I'm trying to be on some elevated shit. But like I told Dub, when you want to be an A&R and you want to deal with hood niggas, guess what come along with
That's
that?
this
A
what
bunch
comes
of
with it.
hood
This
shit,
what come
nigga.
Yeah,
yeah, this what
I was
comes
the
You
with it.
A and
feel me?
R. I was the A&R man for End Zone Entertainment, man, down with Atlanta. I worked with Atlanta with a bunch of artists, man. And DJ Tonk was who I had sent a lot of art. He make a lot of the crack beats you ever
you
heard. Some
said Toon. You said DJ
Tonk,
Toon.
yeah, DJ
Oh yeah,
Tonk,
yeah,
yeah,
big
that's my
DJ
man.
Toon. Yeah,
The
yeah,
DJ Tonk, a legend, man. People don't even know
yeah,
how many
yeah.
beats he done made, man, and how much
Hell
money
yeah.
he got.
He was a
You don't
mixtape
even know
king
who.
too. He was a
Yep.
mixtape king. Mixtape
Oh
king for
yeah.
sure.
So,
He didn't get as
and he
much
dealt with a
love
lot of
as
he dealt with Luke. He
DJ
got his
Drama.
first start, believe it or not, dealing with Luke down there in Miami. That's where he used to be a DJ. But
Yeah,
just so you know, but the shit you just said, Rick, being an A&R or whoever just said that, it's like being on the streets, bro. It's like
yeah.
being on
Yep,
the streets.
No,
yep.
but you still
I
got to hold the
mean,
mentality, Rick. That's what he's saying. He's saying, look, he was an A&R, but he probably had it on him because you
But
never know
see,
when this
that's
nigga.
why I
yeah.
fought Gucci for that, because nigga, if you done turned over a new leaf
Oh
and
no,
all it
no,
is, you
no.
nigga,
That's
it's plenty of R and
no, but
B
Rick,
acts, it's
that's the
plenty of
opposite.
reggaeton acts, it's plenty of Afrobeat acts,
No, but that's
it's
the
so many
opposite.
other acts other than niggas that rap and do
But that's
drill
your
Hey,
music
career.
you could
hey,
have tapped into.
and
You
you
That's
feel
picked the
me?
nigga
that's
that
your
called
career though.
himself a slime and a snake. You picked
You
you
feel me?
gotta
So
believe this,
I
and that
gotta
nigga
put
called
that
himself
on
a
Gucci's
slime and a
plate.
snake. So you know who you was
Exactly.
dealing with.
No,
You
Rick,
know who you
he's
was
not
Exactly.
dealing with.
agreeing with you, Rick. He's not agreeing. He's saying that he should have kept the street code because you're in a street element. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah. If he would have did what you said and said, nigga, I'm all the way exec now. Like let's just say Diddy before the allegations. It's certain people you can look at right now, you can tell whatever Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z gonna call the police. He from Marcy Projects and all that shit. But I could assume that if you rob Jay-Z, he's gonna make a police report. I don't think he's street no more, right? But if you are he's so much of a CEO now, he's transcended the music. He's transcended rap, right? Gucci Mane didn't transcend rap because Gucci Mane never transcended rap. People like Pooh Shiesty and them who actually modeled their career after Gucci. Think about him robbing. Think of the irony in that, nigga. Think of him making a rap about robbing Gucci. Think about that. Gucci
Right.
made raps about robbing niggas. The irony in that, he might have already had something written, knowing this young stupid nigga, right? My point is that you're right in the sense of if he was a corporate nigga declaring that to the masses, bet. But if you still, when you an A&R, a boss or whatever, I'm telling you, bro, and I'm around this shit, I don't want to go to jail ever again. I don't do
Never.
Yeah,
anything to
I don't
go to
blame
jail
you.
ever again.
Never.
But I am in an element of artists that may be quote unquote street or in the streets. I'm still from a place and I'm still local. You know what I'm saying, right? Still on probation. I know what not to do, but I also know that literally, bro, sometimes people see me before I see them that know me. Yesterday on my mama, short story.
Absolutely.
I was at a
Absolutely.
video shoot yesterday. I was at a video shoot, no cap. At a video shoot. Shout out to Reese, dope ass video shoot yesterday, right? At a video
Okay.
shoot, they brought some young niggas with some of they niggas, like 5 deep. One of them got a Pooh Shiesty on, one of them had a hat shit on. He talking to me, one of them talking, he said, hey man, you look hella familiar. I'm like, oh shit, you probably know from the gram or some shit like that. He like, nah, nigga, I know you, nigga. I know you where I know you. Nigga, you was at Rita? That's our county jail. It's like, you was at San I was like, yeah. He said, nigga, you was in 33 and Blues? I said, yeah. He said, nigga. And he started telling us stories about when I was rolling shit up, beating niggas up. I was an OG doing this, right? Because when I went in, it was, and it's not me just trying to big up myself. I'm saying that.
It's all good, man.
Yeah,
Pop your
because I
shit,
don't
say
even
that.
brag on shit like that, right? But when they did it, I ain't gonna lie, even as a retired G, nigga, it felt like, okay, because my young niggas that I'm with ain't heard these stories except from other people. And even when I spun off, my young niggas was like, hey, bro, hey, what that nigga Dub was up in there doing? Was he really there doing that shit? Them niggas had the stories. And the one nigga, my point of the story is, the one nigga had a Pooh Shiesty on, I couldn't identify him. The other nigga, I didn't even recognize him, he recognized me.
But
In
they
this
knew you.
world, what if that was when some of the niggas I fucked over? It could have just been flipped. You feel me? And I could have been out of bounds, not knowing I was in a city where wasn't no beef, but the music traveled to a city where it's cool at. But the gang traveled to that city, and it could have been issues just like that when they're showing to a video shoot. That's what a motherfucker mean by you could be an A&R, I could be totally, I ain't got nothing on me, I'm chilling, I'm cool, right?
But the
But
street
then the
comes to
street
you.
element comes to you. You could tell me, Dub, you should just get out of that shit. But this is what I'm great at. This is what I know.
No, that's
the
some
way
real
I
nigga
met
shit you
you,
said.
the way I got on the Sunday Cookout and we developed our show was because of my craft. You feel me? I'm saying, look, if you take Gucci away with that nigga made millions off Pooh Shiesty. Millions. And still making them, right? So you could tell a man, hey, because bro, you ain't on that life no more, segue out of that and go this, go do that. Like, nigga, what do you mean, nigga? Not only was I accomplished rapper, but I'm signing niggas for millions. Why would I get out? I'm Gucci.
Bro, but think about this, Dub. Look at Gucci's track record with 1017 when it first started all the way up until now. Nigga, everybody done damn near died on your
He
label
didn't
or
die
went
though.
to jail. What is
But he
we
didn't die.
talking about? Obviously, whatever you doing, nigga, you need to switch it up and do something else.
That's
Cause
not
whatever
true.
you doing,
He's just in
your
the street.
formula ain't working, bro.
The
Your
streets ain't
formula
working. It
ain't
is
working.
working. He's free and he's a millionaire. And really, no matter what our mentality is, if we think he a rat, a bitch ass nigga, or a saint, that nigga good. You don't give a fuck about our opinion.
But I'm saying, if you an A&R with a label, if you ain't got no artist on your label dead, just like your
You
fucking
got Pooh
artist
Shiesty
is.
right
What
now.
is we
All
talking
you need is
about?
one. All you need is one, Rec. That's all you need is one. If one that gets you 30 million, nigga, you don't need nobody else forever.
But
You
that's
can put a
why I
bunch
was
of weak
saying,
niggas up.
but that's why we said he should have just took that L.
He
It,
should have
it
just took
wasn't
the
like
L
he
and just
wasn't
been a
gonna
street
get
nigga.
this money back.
Yeah,
He
took
was
the
gonna
L,
get this
man.
money back, bro.
No matter
Niggas
what.
wasn't, you know what I'm saying? What he lost was he lost a lot of niggas that supported him behind this
Yeah.
bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
And he lost something that he worked
Even with
hard
Pooh
for.
Shiesty, like we asked niggas saying that nigga did a stupid play. That was stupid. Someone was supposed to talk him out of that. And I'm gonna call him stupid because nigga, you on house arrest, you on probation, you
Yeah,
ain't
He
his
been
on
down
daddy,
federal
the
4
nigga that
months.
was
probation.
sitting there with
Niggas,
him.
you
That's who's
so
supposed to talk him
stupid.
out of it. His damn daddy
But
who's
look,
sitting there
but
doing
look
the
who
damn
his daddy
crime with
is.
him.
Look who his daddy
But
is.
you
They
know what he
got
called his
paperwork on the
daddy?
dad. He a
Right.
ride.
Yeah, no,
He's a
Pops
ride.
got paperwork too. Yeah,
Yeah, he's a ride.
Pops on work. But even that, he could have waited, bro. He could have waited, right? You feel me? He could have waited and just the record company itself, you know, because he signed to a big label. They was gonna be like, you did what with Pooh Shiesty contract? They was already gonna be like, nigga, there's no way we're giving up that contract. They wouldn't even allow him to do that because they get money on the back end too from Pooh Shiesty. So either way it go, he could have just let the elements later where he is, right? Nigga always look at it however nigga want to. Pooh Shiesty at the end of the day, if that was my son, my little brother, or even my artist, nigga, if I had to tackle that nigga and fight him, at the very least, I would have been like, hey, I ain't going. At the very least, y'all
And let me
stupid.
and
All
I'm
nobody go
play.
there, nigga, I ain't going.
And just like people said, I'm gonna play devil advocate. Even if let's say it did happen, and he did walk up. Ain't nobody was gonna look at Gucci any different. You
Right,
see,
No,
we
not
looking
at
at
all.
him different because of what he did.
right,
If he took that L and he got robbed, ain't nobody gonna say
right.
Gucci
He got
man
the drop
so
on you.
Gucci man a fuck boy. Ain't
Yeah,
nobody gonna
he
think
got the
that way.
drop on you. Yeah, he got the drop on you. He
Yeah,
ambushed you.
that's it,
You
nigga.
didn't think he was gonna do it. He won.
That's
He got
it,
that.
nigga.
Right,
That's all we would have said, nigga. We
right.
wouldn't even look at him no different. Nigga, you came from up here. Now you down here. Now we can't ain't no way for me to bring you back up, homie. You lost your stripes. You
All
lost
you got is your money
everything
in.
that you ever talked about. You lost it with that, bro. With that one move, bro. Cause you can't when we say value, okay, 2 million may mean something to you, but when you rob French Montana for what 5,000, 5,000 probably meant something to French Montana. That
Right,
Yeah.
5,000 was probably his 2 mil back then.
right, right.
No, and that's
Yep.
why if you gonna be an A&R, bro, even if you cut from that cloth, bro, it's a difference between signing niggas that's from the streets compared to signing niggas that's still in the streets. You
I
feel
go,
me? That's
I
where
go with what you
Gucci
know.
messed up. You sign somebody that's from the streets, not somebody that's still in the streets doing
Right.
ignorant shit, cause that shit's
What,
gonna rub off on you, bro, and you trying to live a clean life. But nigga, all them past stories that we all got, them war stories from the hood, nigga, we can rap about this shit all day. Nigga, fuck it, nigga. I'm going home to my wife and kids. Nigga, I ain't in the streets no more. That's how you do
but I'm
that
gonna tell you
shit.
this though. I'm gonna tell you this, Rec. Want me to tell you what it's the equivalent of? It's just that amongst in a nigga forum, we always do this. In a nigga forum, we always pit each other against each other, whether it's gender wars, nigga on nigga shit, right? But in the corporate world, do the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
In the sports
Corporate
world,
gang banging.
nigga, they will a number one draft pick will have issues, but his talent is so immense that I'm still gonna draft him. Right? If you in the
Oh
Right,
yeah.
streets, if
right.
you go to a club and you with your bitch at a strip club, you wouldn't even own no music. But a nigga or a bitch come out and she rap, it was so fire. You could see her talent or his talent was so fire that you couldn't pass it up. It's difficult as an A&R, especially when you
To
say
pass
A&R.
that up, to
To
pass
see
that
that
up,
talent,
to pass that up.
I go, nigga, I want that. Even if somebody say, hey, bro, you know that nigga out here really with that shit. Nigga, I'm about to make me, bro, I
But
need that.
Dub, that go back to what we always raised on. All money ain't good money.
Yeah, I hear you. How many niggas turn it down? I don't know. You
You
don't know
Nah,
about
feel
that.
me?
that whole situation was just a sad situation though. That whole situation, everybody took a L. Puchaysta, he's looking at. I pray he come home, but that boy, that's gonna be a hard one. But
Man, they
I
sending
pray he
Pusha
comes
to
home.
the ADX, boy. They gonna put his ass under the
Yeah, he
bridge.
ain't coming home, bro. He
Man,
done, bro.
listen,
He did that ignorant shit on paper
I
with your
mean,
fucking ankle
they
monitor
reported
on
the
your
shit too,
shit.
man.
Like,
That made it even worse, man. I mean, I'm
man,
sorry. I'm sorry that, man. Like,
Stranger
I don't
things.
wish
Hey,
no
look,
man.
I'm gonna tell you something about the feds. Stranger things will happen. They do something procedurally wrong. Something didn't happen right, or something
and they
like
gonna
that.
Oh
throw that shit
yeah,
out.
yeah,
They'll
Yeah,
yeah.
throw
That's
that shit out.
always there.
Poor,
I'm just saying, stranger.
fruit of a poison tree.
Yeah,
Fruit of a
the
poison
Fed.
tree type shit.
And the reason why they got that conviction rate is because of deals. They not really hella raw in
Nah,
Oh
trial.
nah,
yeah,
nah,
nobody
nah,
want to
nah.
go
Not because of
stand up. I
trials.
mean, yeah, of
It's
Yeah,
course.
not
they
because of
not really raw
trials.
in
Yeah,
trial like that.
you up on point. You up on point. It's not because of
Yeah.
trials. It's because of plea deals. Niggas
If
scared to go to trial.
if you get a raw ass trial attorney, they don't really be having raw ass trial attorneys in the feds, right? Especially not locally, right? You know what
Because
I'm
all
saying?
they do is plead their
That's because
cases out.
everybody plead
Plead
out
their
because you're
case
so
out and
scared.
everybody tell on
Yeah,
one another.
because you hear that 200 months, 235 months. What? You hear that? Nigga, I'm taking a deal.
Remember, man, I remember in the feds where we at, it's a sign. It's literally a sign on the door. They say, why do 10 when you can bring a friend? Literally, they
Whoa.
promote that. They promote that. When you walk in, on top of the door sign, they say, why do 10 if you can bring a friend, homie? That's what they promote down
That's
here, homie.
cold.
They promote that
Yeah.
shit down here, homie.
And you know what? You know what I want to promote? I want to segue for us, right? Dr. Fauci, right? Dr. Fauci just played the fifth 111 times. I want to know if you don't know who Dr. Fauci is, we ain't gonna say his name too many times on here because they have shadow banners. Because even though it's the truth and it's really important and all kind of stuff in the background, they act like I did a post on TikTok about just talking about it, and they instantly community guidelines shut it down. And
Wow.
I was just reporting what the news said happened, right?
Wow.
But he played the fifth 111 times. I want y'all to cook on that.
Yeah,
Man, is
yeah.
that a
yeah, go
sign?
ahead.
I
Hey,
seen that.
as soon as you said
I seen that when they were talking
111
about.
times, that's the first thing registered in my mind,
They
bro.
said, was he wrong about the test? Without saying too much, was he wrong about that test? And kept saying, I plead the fifth on that.
And they asked him, what color was the carpet in front of you? What color is your tie? And he said the fifth on everything. But
But
if you remember the COVID era, I was free and in jail. I was free for part of it and got incarcerated for another part. COVID was real. but it was a flu nonetheless. But the vaccine was killing you just as much as the flu.
Man,
But the thing
listen.
about it, remember the social distancing, the vax
Man,
cards, all these things. We was in a psyop. Remember, we just were talking about it last week. We was in a psyop, and in your lifetime, you go through multiple psyops. It's rare that the psyop is exposed, and you can just sit in your lifetime and go, damn, they really did just trick us. And even right now, people that were just in this psyop 4 or 5 years ago, it doesn't mean enough to them for them to go like, damn, the government really did just trick me. The government
Hey,
had
man,
me
somebody.
believing social distancing, masks on my kids, vaccine
Mhm.
cards, and whatever other shit. And not only that, just coming out with a vaccine without animal testing, anything like that. If you remember the COVID era, everything they had us doing, all scared to come outside, all this shit going on, right?
that was a test
Funerals.
run.
If
That was
you
a
had a
test run.
funeral, all that shit, you can stand next to people. Think about like
Hospitals.
not being able to go to school, graduation, the bubble, when the Lakers won that fake ass championship that they shouldn't have won.
Fake
Everything was
ass
fake.
championship. Say that. Fake as hell.
Don't be hating on my team, bro. Don't start
Man,
that
I'm
shit.
sorry, bro. They fake it.
No,
Yep.
Hey,
but on
hey, but
some real
listen.
Yeah,
shit though, bro.
but
I'm
that
gonna
Let
keep
me
was
it
a
say
all
this. Let
trial.
me say
100.
this real quick. I'm gonna hop in here and pass
Oh,
the mic back.
go
Man,
ahead, busy.
I spent a month in jail sick with COVID. Man, I
What?
had double
Horrible.
In
pneumonia in
jail.
both my lungs. I'm a
Wow.
miracle to be here.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell it to you like this. It wasn't while I was in the hospital for a month because I thought I was going. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Man, it was after the effects of when I got out. That's when I found out my blood type. My blood type is gonna go over this real quick. It's AB negative. I have some of the rarest blood on
Yeah, you
earth.
Rarest.
got
That's
hella rare,
rare.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
a
Yeah, I
got
rare
got
hella
blood.
rare.
less than 1% of the population has my blood. I'm the universal
Oh
recipient.
man.
I'm the human vampire y'all looking at on the
Yeah,
phone,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. No, it's a rare blood type.
You might be the
Yeah, so
Anunnaki. You might got
AB
Anunnaki in you.
yeah, AB negative.
And I
So
hope you ain't on
to
no
make it
donor list.
clear,
I hope you not on no donor list because they will try to kill you on purpose.
yeah,
Don't be
okay,
on
here
no
we go.
donor list.
Now here we go. Man, when I went through that whole COVID thing, I was in the COVID unit. Man, imagine you wake up every day and people standing around you looking like ET. Motherfucker got on the biohazard suits and shit, you know, like and and uh I remember that's probably in this modern time, probably one of the most scariest times of my life. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. I stood strong against everything they threw at me.
Mm.
Bro, they tried to get me to take Xanax because I was so anxious in there. I'm watching people die all day long. Had I took that Xanax, I think that's what it took down your
Yeah,
natural. God gives you that natural ability to fight. You
yeah,
know, like to
yeah,
be
yeah.
Right.
fear. That fear is there for a reason. The Xanax would have put me in a mood and they could have got me. I
Right.
realized that you either got a trip to the morgue after I was there, or you got a trip to ICU. Now, when they get you to ICU, they was intubating people. If they intubated you because they said, "Oh, your lungs are ravaged with COVID," you had about a 2%. That's how they kill
A
most people.
survivor. A
That's how they
survivor.
killed you. They intubated you. So what I did was I called my brother. This is a true story, man. I wish I had my brother online. I called my brother. I said, listen, go to a medical supply place, buy me a respiratory machine. Bro, if they try to send me upstairs to ICU, I'm breaking out of here. I'm breaking out of here. I didn't take the jab when they told me to get out. I didn't
None of
take
that.
any of their medicine. I didn't
Yeah,
take
I ain't
any of
take none of
that.
the shit
And
too.
all that shit
And I,
was fake. They was
and
trying
I
to get us
All
heard
to
that
do
shit
somebody
that
fake.
say,
paperwork. All that
I
shit.
heard somebody say one of the funniest things about COVID. He said, if you took the jab, you would tell. He said, you a
No.
snitch if you took the jab. Man, even after all of that I went through, I was so traumatized. I said, man, if the creator brought me through this one, he'll bring me through anything else. I ain't never caught COVID since.
Doing a quick interview right quick.
Nah, that's real talk though, Busy. Like on some real talk, bro. This is
Yeah.
how I knew something was vastly wrong. You feel me? As soon as they said we ain't did no type of clinical trials
Right.
and we giving
Exactly.
this out to the masses, that let me know right there, bro. Y'all on
Bro.
some BS because y'all are literally doing something that the FDA has never done in the history of the FDA.
Hey, reckless man. I remember I was incarcerated, man. They were giving people free $100 commissary
Yep.
bag
And
and
take
tell
it
Yeah,
them
back.
bro,
take the
out
bags.
here on the
I
street,
said,
they was
what?
giving
I
niggas
said, nah,
free.
Yep.
this shit ain't right, my niggas.
Bro,
I said they feeding y'all commissary to get this stuff. I said it ain't right.
bro.
Ain't
Right.
nothing. So,
They
They
bribing
was
something ain't right
people.
giving
about this.
niggas free in
Yes, something
KC.
ain't right
They
about
was
this.
giving you free tree if you went and got this shit. They
Yeah,
was giving
something
you
ain't
a
right about this
coupon
shit.
to go to your local dispensary, nigga. They was giving niggas free
Man,
trees
Something
y'all
ain't
gotta
right
before.
about
clip
that.
this. You gotta clip this section right here. This when it get real now. We can see the play now. Now we can't see the but me, my internal wizard told me it's always a play from the top.
Bro,
Anytime you
no,
pushing the mass agenda like the flu shot, any kind
Hmm.
of shot, inoculation shots, any of that shit, bro. I'm
And
not
when
going
you
for
getting
none of
on
it.
TV and you trying to scare me into it, manipulate
Yeah.
me into it, or bribe me to do it, and
Bribe me into it. That's
you
crazy.
don't, but you don't care about us enough to get on TV and media and everywhere that much. Not only that, you was doing shit like class, like separation. If you'd have had a back scar, you couldn't go in a restaurant. You had to eat outside. You couldn't
And
That
go
people
part.
to
lost their
a
jobs
concert.
because of that shit too, you
Yeah,
know.
you couldn't do
Hey,
nothing.
I
Right? You
did,
have to know
bro.
that.
I did. I worked at the nursing home during that time. It
But
was
think
like, hey,
about it,
you
right?
either got to get this jab or you,
Right, you
nigga.
can't do it.
Well, I'll
But,
just
but,
find
but, but
another gig then, cause bro,
and
I'm not
visiting,
doing that.
you couldn't even get visits in prison. Like it was all kind of shit going on. So it's
Yep,
like you can understand that, like when they doing something like that, and like that, see, like the real session right now is this. We have a reference point of it happening. See, like usually we read history about like the Tuskegee experiment,
Right.
smallpox, like you go back history, like damn, that was some cold shit. I'm glad we ain't in that time no more. Then you wake up and one day you realize that damn, we just went through that, right? So what do
Mm.
you do now that just literally less than a decade ago, we could remember, we could recall, we got fresh stories, right? I got a 4-year-old, she wasn't even alive yet. You feel me? You know what I'm saying,
Mm.
right? That's how fresh it is, right? That we just went through a real social experiment, part of a social contract that was a
That's what it
live
was.
psyop,
That's what it
and
was.
it's still
That's what
going
it was.
on
That's
because
what it
the
was.
psyop isn't stopped. Because now the people here, somebody pleading the fifth, that already got pardoned. I don't even know if nobody even seen his trial. He's already pardoned, right? He's
Mm.
already pardoned. He's already admitted that he said that he made up social distancing. They was having like you in a corporate office, they was having like pools where people could win money in the offices, and he was like banking like millions of dollars in his office. Like
Oh
understand what they
yeah.
was having
Oh
fun with
yeah.
it. So now that we have this, see, like in the age of information, when you know, even the Bible tell you that once you know, right, you have no more excuses, and I can't forgive you for whatever transgression you do after you
That's
know,
what I tell people that all the time. It says when you know the truth, there is a burden of truth. When you
right?
carry that, you
So
carry
what do
that
you
now. You
do?
turn away from that,
Right,
that's on you. That's on
That's
right,
you.
on you. That's
right.
on you.
So now what do you do? See, now that we got the information, yeah, it's dope to talk about. I love it. I love the forum, right? But now that we know, see, I always say my I want to free the slaves. I want to free them in as many
That's
ways as
right.
I possibly can. Not just through me talking, not just externally, internally. I want to pour it
Me
into you
too.
something, right? I want to do good business with you to show you that it's this and that, so you can trust me, so I can give you the truth. And if you remember movies like The Matrix, which is another part of it, like a larger psyop that we're
That's
going through right now,
that's just,
when he, when he, when he,
you want to free all the ones that trap. You want
right,
to get them out that world.
and when you offer the pill, you can offer people to, hey, bro, look, you can stay in a simulation and just
Mm, mm,
you can stay in it and just stay in it. But it's fake though. The steak you
mm,
eating ain't real. It ain't
mm,
real what you eating,
mm,
bro. But you can
mm.
stay in it, or you can come and learn the truth. The truth gonna be hard to swallow. A lot of people don't want to come and seek the truth
Man,
though.
I love that you
yeah,
get
we
into this
learned that with
topic.
the
People
foul.
scared of the truth. See,
I'm
what
loving that
happens
y'all get
is
into this
what
part
happens is
because
go ahead.
a lot of we've been programmed, bro. We've been programmed since day one, man. That and when we bring Bible, when you bring scripture, it always say, man, unlearn everything you ever learned. Become a child again. Become childlike. Because everything we consume has been conditioned us to think a certain way that they don't want to think.
Yeah, I
It
put up a
wants
post last night. I don't know if any of y'all caught it. This was my thoughts yesterday. I put up a post about all our thinking is not our own, man. We've been everything that we've been inundated with. Think about all the generational trauma from your family, P Dub, and from your family, Concrete, and from mine, and from yours, Rick, that got passed down to us. I was just telling someone the other day, like I remember growing up in the projects, nigga eating sugar toast and syrup sandwiches and hot
hmm,
sauce sandwiches
hmm,
and shit.
hmm.
And for drinks, we was drinking, pouring sugar inside of water and drinking this shit. Man, you know
Bruh,
how
you feel
dangerous
me?
this shit is? We got introduced to sugar and all types of unhealthy shit before we had even a chance to learn that this shit ain't it. Drinking
It's
Kool-Aid, we
killing
could
us.
die.
It's
You know,
killing us.
like it's killing us. Like so we start out already behind the 8 ball, and then so half of us is fighting so hard to remain in that comfort zone because they don't want to put the Kool-Aid down. How many of y'all in y'all home that if y'all wanted to smoke weed, y'all had and I know that you heard one of your parents or your aunt or someone say, well, I'd rather you smoke at home, I'd rather you
Yeah,
drink
all
at
yeah, me for
home.
sure. Yeah, for
Why
sure.
how is it that I'm from back east? all the way in New York and Chicago. P-Dub, you from up there in the Bay. You from Kansas
Florida.
City. And you from a country called Florida. Them niggas is a whole different kind of niggas down there.
Right,
Them
exactly.
niggas ain't even on the map. Them niggas Florida's a whole different country. And how is that we all have that same information? If that ain't programming, let me
That's
tell you something. You
programming.
ever been, hey, and you say you from you're not from Acorn. You told me where you was from.
No, I'm from the Dubs. I'm from the Murders. From the
From the
slums.
Dubs, yeah. I can guarantee you this. How is it that, and all of us gonna resonate? How is that in every hood? How do we all got a candy store, a bootleg house?
Yep.
How's that
Right.
possible? How is that
Right.
possible?
The after hour spot.
An after
Right.
hour spot. How is that possible that all of us that never met each other can move as one big unit? I could go to your town right now. I could go to your town right now, and I may not know everything. I may not know all of how everything
Same
go, but
setup. Same
it's gonna be the
setup.
same setup.
Same setup.
Yep.
And
Same
by the
setup.
by the same communities. By the
Yep.
same communities.
You know
Yeah.
what I want to ask. You know, I want to ask though, Concrete, real quick.
Talk
It's
to me.
like it's on top of all top. Hey, what's up with the dude Ron DeSantis, man?
Man, he's just you know, it's some things that he speaks when it comes to politics. Some things I agree with, and then there's some things I don't agree with. You know, he's when it comes to politicians, period, bro. I know you asking about him specifically. I don't like him specifically, but you got to take what you could take. But when it comes to all these politicians, I'm not into that Democrat Republican
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
It's about the person that's the whole period. Because if we go to the history, since we talking about the cookout, we doing all of this. If we go about history, Republicans from the very beginning were for black.
Yeah,
Right.
If we know
absolutely.
our history, so I don't
Yep.
get caught up in the party. But as far as like I said, DeSantis, he's just another
Like,
Donald
is
Trump,
he
a
really? Is
younger
it really
Donald
hard
Trump.
out there?
He's a
Is it
younger
really hard
Donald
out
Trump.
there? Is it
He's
really
a
hard
younger
out there
Donald
for
Trump.
black people? Is he making it hard out there for black people?
He's
Like,
making it hard for immigrants.
okay,
He's making it
okay,
hard for those who are not a certain class.
okay.
And when I mean class, if you're not in the middle class, yes, it's hard for the ones living in poverty.
Yeah, because
See,
I hear a
all
lot
of
of
it to
quotes
me,
from.
all of it to me, to be honest, man. Excuse me for cutting you off, Doug.
No, go
But
ahead, go
all
ahead.
of it to me, man, is there will never be equality as long as our oppressors are making the rules, man. That's the
Listen,
Right,
man.
I'm
fallacy,
saying.
man.
And
That's
Yeah,
the
I'm right with
fallacy,
you.
man. I
and
I
B,
have no
what you
faith in
just
the
said, we
system.
all need to know who our oppressors are. We like us coming from different states, like you say, Kansas, LA, California, wherever we from right now. We need to know we are one. We only have one oppressor.
Right,
That's right.
We only have
Right.
one. That
Yeah.
machine, mass incarceration,
right.
That's
them white
right. That
elites.
machine.
And the
They're
cold
the
part
only
about it is
oppressors that we
and,
have,
and,
my nigga.
yeah,
And
and
once
the
we
cold,
come together and realize there's one oppressor, we could do so much damage, man. And they teach us about this in movie. I was just talking about the other day. I say so much movie that's teaching us how to take down the machine. They giving you Avengers and all these people that come from different walks of life that comes together to take down
because they really the
one
old
enemy.
stories. Yeah,
They
because them was
telling you the
really the old
story.
stories.
They
Them was the
telling you
stories
how
of
to
like
take it down, homie.
them was the stories of like the Sumerians and the Emerald tablets and like really a lot of the stories. Even the story of the Bible is really, and people act like they don't understand that some came before the Bible. People think the Bible just appeared and that's
Oh
when the
yeah.
world started. No, there was something. There was a knowledge before the Bible. Like, you know
Oh
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
right, and people act like they don't recognize that. But I will say that on this topic, I always like to inform people that, or at least from my perspective, our oppressor looks like he's the white man. And yes, he is a tool that they're using to front the real elites. The real elites, I don't know what race they are, right?
They,
Because we don't know who the fuck they
hey,
are.
check this out. I got one for you, P W. The real elites are not of human form. They're
But
reptilians.
I
Bruh,
can
you
amen
feel
that.
me?
Listen,
Hey, hold on.
I could go.
Let me ask you a
I could talk
question,
about
B.
that too. We could
Let
talk
me let
about
me
that
ask
too.
y'all a
We
question
could
real
talk
quick,
about that too.
because Busy said that. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all
Hey,
remember the '80s sitcom V?
Yeah, yeah.
Kinda.
It was it is
B,
it
man,
was
look, my
reptile.
mom used to watch that
Yeah, it was
shit. Like,
reptile.
man, she used to watch that show like church, bro, like religion. I'm like, man, what the hell is this shit? This
but all
dudes
that
eating
exists.
spiders,
All
motherfucking
that
other
exists.
motherfuckers eating
All
rats
that
and shit.
Yeah,
exists.
And she like,
All that.
oh, it's where the reptilians is trying to take over the earth. You
yeah.
know what I'm
In
saying?
human
And they
form. It
trying
was
to
a human
disguise
form.
themselves as
Yeah.
human. Bro, why is that literally what we going through now?
Yeah, these
But
reptilians.
they're
Hey,
it's
Cole,
in our
Because
Cole,
face.
brother
it's
What you
P.
mean? It's
because
in our
we've
face.
been.
Epstein file. Everything is coming out. It's in our
Yeah,
faces.
remember, I just tagged y'all in that shit yesterday. Look, and like how the Epstein file's been
Oh,
around
I
in
like you
80
see I
sitcoms.
reposted that shit
Yeah,
quick.
In 80 sitcoms, the Epstein files been showing up in TV shows. But that's the psyop. The thing about it is, when you just said that, Rick, the thing about it is that story has been told over and over and over and over again for generations, right? Even when you talk about the Vengeance on Superman, all that's the Anunnaki. All like you know what I'm saying, David and Goliath in the Bible. It's that you know that we just think, was it really a genre? It talks about the Nephilim coming from the skies to impregnate the wives
fallen
of
angels.
men.
Yeah,
Like
the
all these
fallen
things,
angels.
like Enlil and Enlil, like all these stories that are real stories that came from pre-biblical times. Even the Ark of the Covenant, the Ark of the Covenant. What was it? Like it was a weapon. Was it radioactive? It was blowing shit up wherever it went. It caused destruction. Like you know what I'm saying, right? But it was people handling it in
Okay.
suits and shit like that.
Okay,
Like
so
these stories been around forever.
let me get you to the core of this then. So if for all of us, wouldn't it be interesting? We talk about this. I don't know if y'all ever see me on Alienated Podcast. Yeah,
Of
shout out to my
course.
Alienated crew on your Welcome Network, man. That's
Hey, shout
Cameron
out to
Giles.
Sin, you feel me?
Yeah,
Larry,
man, it's
Roll,
sin
everybody over there.
but
You
we
feel me?
talk about
Tommy
that. Now
too.
I don't know if y'all see my our white homie. He calls himself Good Luck Tommy, and everybody know he a nigga.
Yeah, that's the
Everybody know
homie.
Tommy
Hey, I
ain't no
rocks
white
with
motherfucker.
Tommy.
Tommy a
I
nigga.
rocks with Tommy.
Tommy a
You know
cold
what he
nigga
on?
too.
He say F
And
God. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he got
he
love
one
for
of
the
the
creator.
he one of the coldest, man. He colder than polar bear pussy. This motherfucker cold, man.
Right.
And Tommy says, so wouldn't that be his philosophy, man? What kind of God do we really serve? If we have a God that would leave us under these conditions, tell us not to fight back against evil, right? Boy,
That sound like the
that's sure.
president or something.
Yeah, that's sure to me. It sounds like, boy, God. He says God is a bitch. So, wouldn't a true God want you to fight back for him?
I
But
do
now,
think
yeah,
he wants us to
but
fight
why would
back.
a
I
God
don't.
be jealous? Why would a
It
God be
depends.
jealous
Why
and
would a
would
God be
smite you?
jealous?
But it's not like that's too many human emotions. But that's what I'm saying. All that is controlled. Or the Bible itself, like you get what you want out of it. That's what you should do. At least in my opinion, it's game in it. It's real history in there too. But I feel like you should all like it's like a control mechanism. Even like in the slavery times, it was all about control. You just got
Oh,
to once you
definite
get the
control.
power of discernment. Once you get old enough or mature enough or wise enough, and you get the power of discernment, then you can start taking the gems out of anything and everything and just making it your own.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on record and say this, man, and and there's no disrespect to anybody's, by base where I've learned my knowledge from is I come from an Islamic base with a lot of my information and knowledge, and I don't recognize any organized religion. I just operate from my base or my kit where I come from with a lot of things and my dietary things or how I do things, and I look for the truth in a lot of those things, and I do understand, the sequential line. But I wanted to say, damn, I done lost my damn point fucking around, man. What the hell was you just saying? Say it again, P-Dub.
What was I talking about? About the we were talking about the
We're talking
reptiles. We was
about
talking about
God,
the Bible. We was
about the
talking about
Bible
the
being
Bible.
controlling, being
The
controlling and
Bible, yeah, the
whatnot.
Bible.
The
So,
Bible being a
man,
control
I think
mechanism.
for us coming through with not knowing our true origins, our true self, like when we going back, man, I think the Bible alone has been the single most thing that have enslaved blacks, man, across this country. Man, more of us have been lost, have become cowards, have become miserly, have become these types of people. And I'm not knocking people, but
But you can't
that's
blame
the
it on the Bible, though. I'm gonna say this: you can't blame it on the Bible because the Bible, like I said, I'm deeply rooted when it comes to. I don't have a religion. I don't have none. I have a relationship with God.
Right. I'm
But
spiritual. I'm
Okay,
not
right.
religious.
so I'm gonna say this. It's like people say the Bible teach you to be like passive. I don't see that. I don't see. I'm like, which Bible you reading? Because I'm like the God I know. I read about. He's a very visual God. This God that kill from cattle to kids to I say y'all don't want to talk about that God. Y'all want to talk like this God is
Uh,
all level. I say I've
okay,
read
now we
stories
talking now.
where
Now we
God
talking.
said wipe down the
Now
whole
we talking.
nation,
Now
wipe
we
down
talking.
reptiles, cattle, cats, dogs. I don't want nothing alive. What
Yeah,
about that
scorch the
God? I'm like, what
land.
about that
Scorch.
God? What
But
about
I
that
but
God
I
that be?
think what he's saying is that if you look at certain parts of the Bible that even Massa read to the slaves, it said, "Be beholden to your master. Don't count,
Ephesians, whatever that
don't
is. Yeah,
counter your master." Right? It even talk about Caesar when Jesus was talking, and it was like, man, Caesar taxing us to death. What
He
the, what,
said,
do we,
pay.
what the fuck do we do? And Jesus like, well, you got a coin on? He said, yeah. Let me see the coin. He said, whose face on? He said, Caesar. He said, you follow the laws of the land. But you got to understand that that was written in by a king. Like the point of the Bible is that whatever it may be in its truest form, it wasn't for control, but
Yes.
all the
They use it to
innovations,
manipulate. Yeah, they use it to
Oh yeah, it's
manipulate.
been
especially
used
the
to
King
manipulate
James
It's a
version,
1000%.
manipulation. Yes.
right? And especially
Yes.
the King James version, it
Yeah.
has beaten down our people, especially. It has, because it does make a lot of people kowtow, right?
But
It does
but
make a
this is
lot of
what
people go like, you know what, man, I'm gonna turn the other cheek.
But
But
that's
that
why I
ain't
Man,
love
turning
true.
when people
shit,
talk.
man.
But
I'm
this,
not
you know,
turning
it's
nothing.
crazy. I love that y'all talk about this because that's why I say that them folks don't like me, bro. Because look what you just said. I said, okay. I said,
Hey,
you
you
know
hear
how
that
they be
Florida? Hey,
like,
you hear that Florida coming? Them folks don't like
yeah, yeah,
you.
yeah, because they be like, you know what I'm saying, pray and all that. I said, when they bombed down in Twin Towers, I ain't see them praying for no Saddam Hussein. I ain't see them praying for Osama bin Laden. They ain't pray for them. What they went to go do? They went to go get their man.
Right,
They
right.
went down there. They went to them other countries, bombing place down. They ain't pray. But America
Right.
always talking about praying. I say, hold up, these the same Ku Klux Klan. They rode around with crosses. You remember with the Bible. You
Right,
remember these
right,
the same people that telling us about the Bible that
right.
had the Bible killing black people, burning
And you
down
got to figure,
houses with
bro,
the crosses.
and concrete, you got to figure that even while they was invoking that, doing the violent scourge, that kind of like, remember when the Philistines had to get annihilated, like you could see that they was using that part for their part, but we was already oppressed. But it was so, the Bible was so, the control was so raw that the part that should make us uprise and uplift, right? It made us go, well, God got us. God
Yes,
said he
But
would
see,
be
yes,
for us.
That's the
and look,
thing.
it
yes,
was crazy.
Correct.
And
yes.
what's crazy, Doug, is before everybody got backstage, me and Concrete was literally having this same
Correct.
conversation because we was talking about black folks being too damn forgiving. You
Right,
feel me? We
We
right.
always
talked about
turning the
Exactly.
that.
other cheek, but that reverts me back
What
to what
happens
Busy
is that
just said,
hey
as
man,
far as
every
people being
look,
too indoctrinated into the Bible and
there
shit.
you go,
That's
there you
where that
go.
shit come from.
Right.
That's
Man,
where that shit come from.
Eh,
you want to know why? And it's a very juvenile thing. And I'm gonna make this super quick.
Go ahead,
Everybody want to go to heaven, but don't nobody want to die. That's most of these
man,
niggas
man.
mindset,
Yup.
man. They scared to live and scared to die, bro.
But let me tell you
And
something. But let me tell you something. That's why I tell God won't kill us. And niggas, they hate when
kill
I
us,
talk like this. I say God
cleanse
won't
this
kill us,
shit,
man. Let
get
me tell
shit
you
up out
something,
of
man.
here.
I say, let me tell you
Now you
something, man.
talking
All
my
y'all want to
language.
look down on killers. I say every last man God ever picked were murderers. The only
Man,
ones
you
I
better
kind of know
believe it.
that didn't have they blood stain were King. What's my boy name? King David's son, King Solomon. He was the only
Solomon.
Yeah,
one
yeah, yeah.
that had his hands bloody. And what I mean by that, I tell people, man, I say, because I believe there's another form that we take after we leave this body, after this body die, because we
1000%. I
Right.
don't
believe
die.
that
The
400.
body dies. I believe after the body dies, we take on another form.
Yeah, because we still
And
hearing energy. Our
so
energy is
so
still
Energy,
here.
so
energy can't be destroyed. So yeah, let's not worry about that part. Yeah,
so so
you can't
so
even kill a
so
human.
Hey,
so what I'm trying to say is, if there's, I do believe in there's entities. I believe there's spirit, because I'm Haitian. I'm Haitian. I come
Oh shit, yeah, you
from a
motherfucker.
background.
Oh
The
yeah,
voodoo and all that. I've seen things that I could talk about on a
that's
whole
our
nother show.
superpower though. That's
Hey,
our
shout out to
superpower.
Haiti. Shout out to Haiti though, one of the few places on
1804.
earth when the slave shit
1804.
was going down,
Eight-
y'all rocked, nigga.
They
Liberated
rebelled.
1804.
your people, nigga. Liberated your people, rock, nigga, and try to come to the Americas to help us
To
over
help
here.
us.
Shout out to Haiti,
So
nigga. It's
so
only a
so
few places that really did uprisings and went to the death with it and
Yeah,
won.
and
Jamaica got busy too. They couldn't
Yeah,
take them niggas no
yeah,
further. But do
yeah.
you know that most Haitians and Jamaicans are of Igbo Nigerian descent? Most of them.
right.
Yeah. If you look at it,
So
we're all pretty much not Nigerian all down. I'm Nigerian. That's how I know. So yeah.
yeah,
But
we
go
all
ahead. I'm sorry. I
connected.
had to
We all we
inject that real
no no
quick.
no we definitely connect. So when I go by that, when I'm saying like when we talking about, because now I know people like to say conspiracy theory, but like I said, I think we're outside this body. We're gonna take up a whole nother form. And I believe, me per se, from what I've been revealed to, I say, man, when you take a whole nother form, when it's time to go to war with other form, other beings, you can't pray. Ain't no praying. Because there's
Right,
a script when they say, put on your helmet of salvation, put on your armor. These armors are real armors in a spiritual sense.
Yes.
When I mean, these are real things they're talking about when you're gonna go against these other beings that come from other life forms. You ain't gonna take these beings down by praying, homie. Ain't no
Right.
praying with these reptiles. When it's time to take down these reptiles we talking about, it ain't gonna be no praying.
Yeah, man. But
If
that's
you
but
is
that's
friends,
that's
you
part of
got.
their manipulation. They want to keep us,
Yeah, I was gonna
you know,
say,
we
if you is friends,
kumbaya and we shall overcome and all of that shit, man. That shit makes my stomach feel
Man,
queasy,
listen, man.
man.
You touch one of
Hey,
mine, I'm gonna touch one of yours. You touch
Man,
one of mine, I'm
bottom
gonna touch
line.
one of yours, and I'm gonna always live by that. That's
hey,
just the righteousness in me. You got these cops killing all these kids, and these men standing with their wives right behind their wives, silent. Nigga, that nigga just killed your kid, cold blooded, nigga. You ain't gonna do nothing for your kid, homie.
look, hey, Concrete don't
That's your
even know what he
son,
just
homie.
did. Concrete
That's your
don't even know,
son, homie.
bruh.
he
Hey,
gave you the
what
segue.
Concrete just said is the perfect segue because that's exactly what we were just about to tap into, bro. You see how it, bro, flowing like a well-oiled machine. You feel me,
Man,
bro?
so
Let's tap in
I
on
ain't
the
the one,
Nolan
I ain't the
Wells
one that
situation.
I ain't the one you just lynched. That's what it is. It's a public modern day lynching. You gun my son down and you just want me to be talking about let's go to court? No.
No,
No,
but what
homie.
he's
You
saying right
touch
there,
mine, I'm gonna touch yours, homie. And I'm gonna always stand on that. And I'm gonna let the jury decide on the righteous side. Cause I choose to believe anyone gonna think how I think. You touch mine, I'm gonna touch yours, homie.
no, and
And that's
Concrete,
what it
what you
is, homie.
said, bro, I literally just seen the dude post that on his Instagram day
Come
before
on, man.
yesterday,
Come
talking
on.
about
And
the
that's why
Nolan
these
Wells
black women, and
situation.
that's
You
why
know
these
what I'm
black
saying? He was
females.
like, if my kid leave with his friends and my kid don't come home, I'm
Oh
killing
yeah,
his
I seen
friends.
that. I
You
seen that.
feel
Yeah, I
me?
seen that. I
Like,
seen
dude
that.
kept it 100.
I
He was
seen that.
like,
Yeah.
nah, bro, it ain't gonna be no me crying on camera. It ain't gonna be no wiping no tears on the news podcast. He like, no, I'm gonna go and see them, and the news ain't gonna see me until I'm done taking them out.
And
If
between
they
me and you,
catch
that's
me.
why a lot of these black women look down on black men now. Because let me tell you something, if
Mhm.
it's the other way around, I don't care what anybody say. If it's the other way around, if a black cop lynch a white man on TV, that white man family is coming for that black family. They not waiting for no court.
They came for
They
OJ.
not
What you
waiting for
talking
court,
about?
homie. They ain't
They
waiting for
still
court,
came for
homie.
OJ.
They ain't waiting for court, homie.
Yeah,
So
you're
well, let
right.
me get y'all opinion and shit. You know, busy, concrete. What y'all thinking about the Nolan Wells situation, bro? You know what I mean? What y'all thoughts? What y'all opinions? Is this family ever gonna get justice, or is this gonna be another? Oh, we was gonna turn the other cheek while y'all basically, you know, what I'm saying, give us to us with no Vaseline. You feel me?
Man,
Man,
I'm gonna go first real quick, man. Man, I've been obsessed by this shit, man. Honestly, man, like I've been obsessed with this Nolan Welsh shit. Every day I wake up, I run to my phone, run to YouTube, man, looking for an update, just looking at other information, man. It is so disheartening, man. But I say it again. What do you expect if you dealing with a serial rapist? What do you think he wants to do? He wants to penetrate your ass crack. What are we looking for from a motherfucker that want to put dick in you? This is what they do. Like, what are we looking for? Like, so again, and I try to really, tread lightly with a lot of my words, man. There is no more talking from here, bro. It's just not. There ain't no more talking. Man, everything got to be action based from here for us as a people, man. Collectively, man. Independently, man. And we got to really, man. We got to really come to a conclusion. They got a live audio of these cats where they can hear a black woman praise God for our black universal goddesses, man. Went in there as with that, whatever that was that made her digitally pull up that information. You can hear these boys in the background talking about Nolan Wells and knowing that he was on that boat. You know what I mean? It's been people coming out of woodworks, man.
listen,
We got to
listen,
take
man.
this shit
That
in
that
our
was just
own.
a sad. That shit was
We
just a
got to take
sad
this shit in
story in
our own
itself.
hands, man. And it's
And,
just the bottom
I don't
line,
know. Y'all can
man.
correct me. They was saying it was coming out that some of them white kids that was on the boat, they families, they parents are judges and lawyers
Oh
and
yeah, no, that's
whatnot,
the
right?
truth.
Like
Yeah,
yeah,
one of the boys, his
Doctor,
mom is a judge.
judge,
yeah, man. Listen, man, we
they
know
all
what it
tied in
is.
together.
Yeah, we know
They all
what it
tied.
is, man. We know what
Yeah.
happened, man.
Yeah, that's why they felt comfortable going to the
Yeah, we know
mom's
what.
house as a judge to clean the boat.
Come
You
on, man.
feel
Right,
me?
Come
right, because they
on,
said the
man.
boat just went off the grid for like an hour. They
Come
said they
on,
were
man.
sinking. They said they were sinking. It was a distress call. They said a boat came, the rescue boat. They waved the boat off, and the boat just was chilling for like an hour somewhere. Then come on, bro.
They
Exactly, and
sacrifice.
we've
They
all rented
sacrificed
cars
them, man.
before. We don't clean the damn car before when we take it back to the enterprise and shit. We let enterprise clean the damn car. Now fuck
Right.
y'all getting paid to vacuum this shit out. We ain't cleaning no car before turning it back in. So what y'all cleaning the boat for? They got their own people that do that. What
They
y'all
they
cleaning it for?
sacrificed them, man. They sacrificed the kid, man. And it goes on, and it's sad, and it's sadly it goes on every day. You know, we got too much of that what y'all say submissive ways. And people that hate when I say it, and I'm gonna say it again, man. It's no
Yeah.
different, man. It's no different. Like incarceration, man. 2,000 people, 800 y'all with life sentences. Why y'all? You know America's the only country where natural life still exists? No other
Yeah, we the
country
only
exists
mass
natural life. You know
incarceration. Yeah.
why? You know why? Ain't no other country is gonna accept that. Them niggas ain't not gonna lay down in them prisons till they 50 and 60 years old, 70 years old. They'll
They
burn
gonna
that
tear the
shit
damn
down.
prisons
They'll
up.
burn that
They
shit
gonna
down
riot.
before that shit ever happen.
Yup.
America's the only way where you got 800 niggas willing to die in prison, homie. Hold up. You ready to die here for anything, but you ain't ready to do rock out right now. You ain't ready to rock out right now. It go to show you the mentality, bro.
No,
How
and I'm gonna keep it
you
real
know,
concrete.
and I've
All of
been
that
in there.
stuff
That's why
that
they put me. That's why they held me in solitary confinement for 18 and a half years, homie. Cause the
Mm.
right,
mindset, because they knew me and my nigga couldn't share the way we thought with other niggas. Cause
right.
it'll just start to make sense. Like, homie, you did all this on the street just to tell me you gonna make your bed now. You wouldn't make your bed for your mama, but you'll make your bed now. You'll get up for
Mm.
unicorn now. You'll get up and go work
Mm.
5 cents now.
Mm.
You'll cry to be an orderly to what they call wax the floor and
Wax
all
the
that. Hold
floor.
up, homie. Hold up, homie. And you willing to do this for the next 30 years, homie? Nigga, something
Right.
wrong with you, homie. Something
But
wrong.
Mm.
I'm
Nah,
telling you
nah,
right now,
nah,
that's
nah, niggas don't want me to talk about. Y'all niggas in homosexual activities now.
you already
Mm.
know.
Nah,
You
now
already
y'all
know.
niggas
Hey,
playing with
hey, look,
boys
hey,
now.
you
Come
already know
on,
I
how.
man.
already
Now
know
y'all
what
niggas
Devil
playing
about
with
to say.
boys now.
I already know what
Hey,
he
hey,
about to say, bro. This
you
is the
already know
gayest
how to.
Hey,
You
generation
already
he
know
we
how
got
to.
on
live
his
Man,
knee.
this
He
in.
got
shit,
to the,
man, this
he
shit
got to
too
the
Hey,
screen
weird
with
hey,
the
out here,
camera.
man.
you already know how them DC niggas rock. You know them DC niggas
Come
up there,
on,
man.
man.
Them
All them
DC
DC
niggas
niggas
crazy.
run the
You know what I'm saying?
Fed joint, bro. Them niggas homo thugs for sure.
Bruh,
They
and
got
them niggas
numbers.
will kill you. Them niggas will kill you over a motherfucking punk, and they really will rock though. They gonna rock. They violent vigilantes, but them niggas be fucking with them people though. They fuck
Yeah,
with them people. That shit real.
yeah,
But
yeah.
even
No,
that,
and it's
that's even an agenda. They throwing the punks in there with
We,
breast enhancements and
that's what I'm trying to
all
tell.
that.
And
They
that's the
doing that.
way. And that's the way to make us obsolete. Men, I'm talking about to make men obsolete. Because remember, they took the girls away from us. They talking about no wife, no sexual sex. What's the
Bro,
word
you
I'm looking
can't even
for?
have a picture. You know, they don't even want you having pictures. Like if you want to
Of a
look at a
woman.
naked bitch to
Of a
remember a bitch.
woman.
Like you know what I'm saying,
Of a
right?
woman.
But I want to say this to you though. Like I wanna, you know what? They do a lot of that, but I've been harping in 2026 on what do we do? Like, if you understand, like what do we love? What is our algorithm filled with, right? Right now it's a gender war going on. I mean, I don't know if people
It's
realize this, but
definitely a
I
gender war
realize it.
going on. Definitely a
It's
gender
definitely,
war.
it's a gender
definitely.
war going on right now, and the
Definitely.
gender war is really for real centered and based between black man and black woman.
Black woman, of course.
But it's an overall war. But within us, we are the entertainment because no other race is going at each other online the way we are. Nobody is
Yeah.
going online. We are the inner. You don't see Mexican women bashing that Mexican men, their husbands, on live like that all the time. Here and there, you might see that, but they usually fuck with niggas. They might be bashing a nigga. You feel me? You don't see white woman against white husband. You don't see Asian against, you don't see none of that because that don't mean they ain't got no problems and they divorce rate ain't high. That don't mean nobody getting their ass beat or getting fucked up at home. That don't
Man,
mean
they
there ain't
getting
no
their
shit
ass
going on.
smoked.
It don't mean none of that, but it means that
Yeah.
they at least don't have an agenda, or at least are not falling for the agenda of coming here in public forums and airing each other out, where somehow it is entertaining, like Real Housewives and all that shit you watch on TV. But how responsible are we for training our algorithms to only absorb that? Because even in this forum we at, yeah, we talking about some real shit, but we still got to be entertaining in order for us to do what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm guilty of, like, if it's a good fight and there's two niggas chunking them, I'm posting it. It's a good fight. I love that shit. I love seeing two motherfuckers get their ass beat. I love seeing the police get destroyed on that motherfucker too. So I do shit
Yeah.
like that too. But I'm saying that what responsibility or what can we do? You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, we can always blame them people for everything that they do if we end up in prison or otherwise. But right now, how guilty are we and how responsible should we be when it comes to, we know that the form is set for us to be pit against each other, man, woman, and child, and African against African. What do we do
But
about that?
see, Dub, where you think the Dayton Playbook stemmed from? That's where the Dayton Playbook show came from. It's like, you know what? Let me do a Dayton show where I'm celebrating Black love. I'm showing that we can be solid brothers, good husbands, good dads. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like everything ain't just on a female. Everything just ain't on a man. It's faults in both. You feel me? Ain't no side perfect. You know what I'm saying? But let's acknowledge that and speak on that and build on that instead of pointing the finger. Oh, this is your fault. Oh, this is your fault. Well, nigga, how we come together so that way we can just make this nobody's fault
We
and we
have
can
to,
just
we have to,
build.
we have to identify the real enemy, man. And then once we identify with the real enemy, then we got to have knowledge of self. I feel we have to understand that the man is created totally different than the woman. That's why we have the X and the Y chromosome. That's why the woman has the double X. That's one of the reasons, no homo, why men have nipples. We don't lactate
Right,
babies. Why the fuck do we have nipples? That shows our mitochondrial DNA and our connection to a woman. We
right,
Right.
understand a woman at the subatomic level. If man is the alpha and omega, we the beginning and the end. It is up to us to cure our situation. It is up to us as men. I feel wholly responsible. So what that means with men that having daughters, I read as soon as you keyed in, you say I had a 4-year-old daughter. I know you
right.
serious about her, ain't you?
I
You
told bro,
serious
everything is
about that?
about learning, unlearning, and relearning. I got a whole
Yes.
LLC dedicated to it. Whenever you come home from school, baby, what you learn today? Christopher Columbus sell the 70 seeds? No, he didn't. He sells some seeds, nigga. But let's get down to the brass tacks of it. We gonna unlearn all that.
Right.
You could go to school the next day and argue with the teacher about it, and I'm gonna get you ice cream after. I'm gonna be right outside. It's good because
Yeah,
we've been
exactly.
indoctrinated our
See,
whole
we
lives.
get we
And
we turn
look,
our
like I was
kids
saying,
over to the system. We let the schools raise them. We
right.
let we
But
we let the
we let
church
media,
raise them. All the
but we
places
let
where the enemy rests at, we send our
but look,
kids there.
we let media and we also let elders educate our children that only remember and learn from the old system. You gotta
Old
Right.
knowledge,
understand,
yes.
bro. We are an anomaly. This form is an anomaly. It's the odds of 4 people getting on here with the same mentality, never met each other in life right now, and able to have these
True.
kind of discussions and not disagree.
An
Even when we
anomaly.
disagree, it's kind of more about schematics. It's not
Right. Right. Right.
necessarily right
Right.
to have that, bro, and know that if you don't rate, that's why I just mentioned moments ago about the PSYOP with COVID. We went through it. So now you should know that they will bamboozle us. They don't give a fuck about the truth.
They
The
don't.
Epstein files, they really is eating babies, nigga.
Huh.
Nigga, no, for
Yeah.
real. It's a real
This
thing.
is
Right.
real shit.
I just
Right. Shit.
had to tell
Right.
my family that, hey, you might when they said Trump sucked Bill Clinton dick, she don't want to believe that, but you believe that they ate babies. Why wouldn't you believe everything?
Let me let
Like
me
Right.
let me tell let me let me tell y'all this. I don't know if y'all know this, so I'm gonna break this shit down. And this is where all when the niggas talking about these niggas is cock niggas and cocksuckers. Do y'all know that I went to first of all let me get I went to a Jewish high school back on the East Coast. So I went to with most Jewish educators, all of that shit. Do you know that when Jewish people when they circumcise a child or a baby, do you know that they suck the blood out of the child's penis with the doctors with his mouth? If you don't believe me, go look it up. Google it.
Damn.
Somebody
It's called
Google
a
it right
bris.
now. Somebody Google it right now.
No, it's called a bris. It's called a bris.
Brisk. There you
It's
go.
called a
There you
bris.
go. You on point.
Yeah,
So
I didn't
all
know
of this
about it.
shit with the sucking of the blood of a baby. Pay attention. I'm not saying y'all not paying attention. I'm talking about for the viewers.
Okay.
Right.
This
Right.
But
The
blood
it's
bigger
sitting
real.
on
picture.
this the
It's real.
adrenochrome.
And if that's going on, that means that we have like when we just quoted with the Bible, bro. When what do? That's why I'm like, I've been trying to go harder in the paint on making sure it's only like 8 I only fuck with like 8 people like daily, from business to whatever, right?
Right.
Include my immediate family. Like 8 people in my existence, in my orbit, right? I don't give a fuck if they don't get it today, and I'm hammering it, right? Even when out my online presence, I've changed my whole algorithm. It's important for me for at least twice a day for you to see a clip of me saying something pertinent. It might only get 200-300 views, but the people that's clicking the like on it, I know who y'all are. I know who throwing up to their story because y'all the audience I'm talking to, bro. But that means
Right.
it's your responsibility. I challenge my brothers right now, at least once a day. Make it your responsibility from TikTok to YouTube Shorts to IG to post one thing. I don't care if it's you talking or somebody else, to post at least one thing a day that's pertinent, that matters, that goes to either unlearning or relearning something that we either thought we knew or that we getting taught right now today. I challenge my brothers to do it. Tag me in. You can invite me on. I'll share it every time. You can invite any of my
see.
pages.
I'm
I'll
going
share
for
it
it. I'm with you.
every time. I'll never turn down an invite. Never.
Hey, brother, you seen? I saw you. You sent me a request. You like, hey, Busy. Next time,
Yeah,
make sure you
invite
tag
me.
me in.
Anything
And
put on your page, bro, put that shit on Frequency 99 or free but not free. Any, I got 5 pages. Anything like, for one thing, y'all are my, if you on here, you already my folks, even by default. Anything you on, we already on that anyway. Even if you just was promoing something, I'm gonna post it because that's what I do. Nigga, if I'm throwing other people's shit up in the story, I don't even know them.
right.
You feel me?
So
I'm
that's how
doing
we
all
got to
that
do,
stuff.
man. Hey, man,
I challenge
I
niggas to
love
do
what
something pertinent though. I tell you can walk. I'm telling you, bro. Ask someone, go walk up to a random woman or even a woman you know. Ask your spouse, hey, has a man ever gave you a book to read? Has a man ever
Powerful, bro.
said, hey, I want you to read
Powerful.
powerful.
this? Like however long it take. Even I already read it. If you want me to read it, which ask that question and watch how many women go, no, other than the teacher, right? Other than the teacher.
I gave a woman a book to read, several books actually. Like really like to, but you know, whether she took on the responsibility of actually doing it, I had to think about it. I have done that before. You know,
Yeah,
I
and that's
thought I've done.
important. And that's important, bro, to share it the way you got it. Like, because when we just talking, people like, man, where they getting that shit from? Here go the source, nigga, check the source. I'm just one source, but check the source though. Like, you know, a source
I got a
code, you know what
topic
a
I'd
source
like to
code
bring
is,
up.
right? Yeah, the source code. When you can really tap into the source, bro, and you can tap people in, because they hear us, they listening. But if you can hand them the source, not only is they gonna learn it, but they fuck when to come back to you with a whole nother mentality that you're like, nigga, I didn't even think about it like that. You feel me? They might come cooking on you because you know the way knowledge is shared is one thing, but the way it's interpreted is another.
Nah, that's
It's
real, but
true.
see, Busy, like you being on alienated, you feel me, and me being tapped into them. Bro, when Tommy be talking about F God, you know what I'm saying? I be feeling them on that
Oh,
because
Tommy go ham with
think
that.
about the Catholic Church. Y'all are letting priests, you know what I'm saying, do the foulest sin to kids and then just moving them to a different diocese to do it to other kids. So
Right.
what God is y'all really worshiping? The one above or the one below? What we talking about?
That's
Right.
why I'm gonna say that, and that's what people don't. When people hear the word God, which God are we talking about? Sometimes we
Right.
got to clarify that, cause
Right.
You
cause cause
feel
there's
me?
plenty gods.
Right.
There's plenty gods,
Right.
Yeah.
but which
And
God are
If
you
we
know,
if
talking
you look
about?
at every scripture, he says, "I am the Lord of the worlds," plural. He don't say singular; it says
and,
worlds. You know what I
and
mean? So
whenever you wonder and worry about the Catholic Church, I would advise anybody to ever hear this. I don't give a fuck if it's 15, 20 years, but they usually want to know something. All you got to do is look up the Knights Templar. If you look up the
Knights
Knights
Templar. There you
Templar
go.
and understand their military arm, they had a military arm called the Knights Templar. They slaughtered everything
More
in the name,
people.
Everything.
The Catholic
in
Crusaders
the
killed more people than any damn thing here.
exactly.
Trust me.
And look, and then the irony is the Catholic Church, once they got too powerful with the Grail, whatever that is, right?
The
And all
Holy
that shit,
Grail.
and the Catholic Church turned on them and annihilated them.
Yeah.
So understand that people eat their young. You know what I'm saying?
And they
But this
rewrote
is the
and they
point.
rewrote history and they rewrote
Yeah.
the books.
Right. But if you can't even get in the Vatican and get to the real shit. So whenever you worried about the Catholic Church, understand that's why I always tell people the true currency is knowledge. The true currency is the secrets. The true currency is information. That's the true currency. Money is just what we fight over and what we need to survive every day. But the true currency is information.
Right, right.
Man.
And
Nah,
Islam,
that's real.
talking to curly-headed Nephi, growing up in Islamic, they was forcing us to do when we was young. NOI, Nation of Islam. I was a Jehovah's Witness. My mama had us in it. I've been a Christian focus. People take you to the church. One thing about Islam, the reason why I respect Islam is because Islam always said, they state, hey, read up on everything. You need to know about
Yeah.
Buddha. You need to know about Christ. And in the Quran,
Read up on everything.
unlike other books, let's see, the Bible speaks on all the other religions too, but they tell them to
But
smite me. They have them like. But the Quran, they mention Jesus. They talk
they
about
do.
Moses.
Mention Jesus.
They
They
Yeah.
mention
do.
talk about Moses. They say, but he was a prophet. They
They
recognize
do.
these people are as prophets, but they say that he wasn't God though. You know, these people weren't gods; they were prophets because they recognize it. That's why you can't get to the teachings of Islam and go, okay, whatever I feel about it, I'm getting a true base of history. And not only that,
That's why I
and
gravitated towards
one
Islam.
more thing. Not only that, always remember, if you don't know Arabic, you never really get the true
True meaning.
essence of what Islam is, and it's important because that means that with the Bible they don't tell you that. They don't say, hey, bro, just read. They say read the King James version. That's the newest one. That's the most recent one. Read. They don't tell you, hey, just so you know, this shit was translated 300 times. Like, you know what I'm saying, right? You really got to get down to the first version for you to understand what it really was, because shit is misinterpreted, reinterpreted, reinstalled, and all of that. That's why in the Quran there's really only one book. Like, you know, it's really only one book like that.
It's written one way. It's only written one
Right.
way.
And when you
They're
know
actually people
Arabic,
that read it front back to front. They know it word for word. Meaning, if the Quran come up
It's
missing,
called
they know
Hafiz,
the
being
Quran
Hafiz.
word for word. And you can
Right.
get 10
True
different
oration.
people, and they'll
Right.
read it the same way.
Way.
In the Bible,
Exactly.
the Bible is written in 100 variations,
And
1,000
man,
variations.
let me ask y'all this. I know it's off subject, but Busy Concrete, man, give me some background on how you two brothers, you know what I'm saying, end up linking up, how y'all end up becoming, you know what I'm saying, A1 from day one, you feel me? How y'all built y'all brand, built that rapport with each other, you know what I'm saying? What's up with the Concrete and the Busy, you know what I'm saying, with the duo, with the dynamic duo, man? You feel me? Batman and Superman. We don't do no Robin.
I'm gonna
Man,
let Busy
well,
take over.
I'll take it, man. Man, just much like you brothers, man. Me and this brother, man. Quite some time when he first started putting his shit down, man. Man, hey, I went in there like a real one. I said, bro, listen, I fucks with what you doing. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
me,
Right,
I'm for the people, man. I'm for the people. I'm from the uplifted, and I needed to let him know that me and you we're more similar than we are different, no matter what you've been through. And
Right.
so me and the brother, man, I say, hey, man, I'm a film producer. Man, I want to catch your story. You know, I want to do some things with you, man, and I want to bring, you know, I want to help make your story because I think your story is beneficial for millions of other youth to understand that how you are able to be standing here after everything you went through. Those things matter. When P-Dub talks, those things matter. When you shared with me about when me and you spoke this morning, you was telling me all the things you went through, those are the things that matter. Sometimes I still got to get out of my mindset, get out my own way, because I still be feeling like I'm on the street sometimes and that I can't
right,
express my truth. I
right.
Right.
got to get over that. But me and this brother linked in because it was based on realness and trueness. And that's the reason why I invited this brother to come here today, man, because I wanted to introduce him to our community, man, so he can be another extension and another arm or another point of reference where people can see real people actually getting together and having some great dialogue about pushing the culture and our people forward in a real way.
nah,
And
that's
look
what's
at
up.
it. And if you can
That's what's
see it,
up. And let me ask you, Concrete, you know, how is it being, you know what I'm saying? Like being linked with Busy, you feel me? Y'all pushing the movement, man. You know what I'm saying? What's some things that y'all done chopped it up about? Let your bro know, you know what I'm saying? Give me some background.
when he reached out, I looked at his page, looked at his work, and same message. Everything was the same. I saw his creativity. I saw how he could actually make what I'm trying to do come into visuals where you can
Right,
see.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because visual is everything now. Y'all
That's
know
right.
social media.
Yeah,
We live in a
Everything
visual
is
age.
visual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So all that is he know how to bring the story to light. So I'm like, yeah, we can lock in. And although I'm from Florida, he's where he's from another state. We still could make it work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Technology. We don't need to be in the same room to make it happen. Look, we all sitting in different rooms in different states,
That's
and
right.
we're making it happen.
Right.
Facts,
Well,
So
hey, I
so
facts.
think
so
I'm in the same state as P Dub.
Are you in Cali? You in
I'm
Cali,
in
man?
Cali. That's why I asked you. I said, man, I hit you with the message. I said, where you at? Man, I'm up here in Sacramento. I'm nearby you, boy.
You didn't
oh,
even say nothing when I respond when I said something. You didn't say nothing.
Man, I went to sleep. I was still on the East Coast at
yeah,
that
yeah.
time.
You got
I
no, but
transferred position after that. I'm in Sacktown,
You already
man. I'm
know,
up
man. We,
here.
we could probably look something up. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be out, we could something up for the weekend or
Man,
something
yeah,
like that.
hey, maybe next. Hey, look at me begging for a plate already. Maybe next week. Maybe next
I'm
week
saying we could do it. We could do a
I'll
sit
come
down
sit in with
interview as
you.
good.
Yeah,
You
we can
already
come
know.
get down. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I do sit down interviews too. I do real live interviews, man. You gotta
Hey,
you gotta go check in the
I'm with it.
history. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
with
for
it. I'm
sure.
with it, man. Hey, I love what we got going, man. That's why I wanted to bring B in here, man. And you know, B is my B is my man. The next thing smoking, the next market I want to capture because the series that I'm creating called Lose Lose. This Lose Lose is everywhere we go. It's a
Right.
lose-lose situation if we do not awaken our people to let them know, man. See, oftentimes, man, we see the cheese, but we don't see the trap. See, that's the
Right.
Right.
biggest thing with our people, man. We see the cheese, we don't see the trap.
Now
So it
break
is
that
up to
down, busy. As far as the whole lose lose, you know what I'm saying? Hey, break
yeah,
that down and let the people
yeah,
know the foundation, what you trying to build on that. Hey, go ahead, bro.
yeah, man. The series I created, Lose Lose, man, is built off the war in Chicago, man. And the gang war in Chicago is the longest standing war in United States history, documented in real time. This shit is on the Shakespearean level. People wake up every day to see who done got hit with a 30. We know what happened, how many niggas done got killed. This shit is a novel, a living, written novel. And people don't understand that these are real human beings. They look at this shit like these are action figures, like this is Call of Duty, man.
Yeah,
And
like
this
this
is
is
what
points and shit. You feel
yeah,
me?
like, and this is what this has become. And even these players that are in these rooms that are doing this, they don't even understand. They caught up in the matrix, like going on no jumper and doing all these things. They're perpetuating the continual cycle. So me and Big Homie CC, that's my man from a whole different world, way before the internet. I've been knowing him before he ever came to the internet, bro. We just tight. I got behind his story, and together we pushed to be able to bring him to life, to try to get his story out there. A lot of people like his messaging. Some people don't like his messaging. That's just life. I will say this though, but he's been kind of like the first project I really got behind. Man, the guy's a genius, man. The man should belong to the Mensa Society. The kid is genius, man. No kidding, man. Is it?
Man, I heard
He
his message. I hear the people that try to say he's glorified. At no point do I see
at
it
no
him
point he
glorifying
glorifying this
anything.
shit, man.
He he's
He
he's
is against
he's
it. He's
giving
just like
people
us.
raw testimony.
Yeah,
Raw
just
I seen
testimony.
uncut,
I seen somebody say
unfiltered stories. You feel
Yeah, I
me?
seen somebody. I seen somebody say that in the comments too, talking about he was glorifying it. But everybody try to. Everybody gonna always have like the peanut gallery always gonna speak. But my thing is, if it resonates and it's a real story, it's gonna resonate with who it's supposed to,
But
and
the
it's gonna
but
be
the
what
whole
it's do.
yeah,
Plus,
but
you on the
but
indie
the
level
whole
too. They
the
be
whole
hating.
series is created to talk about. And once y'all brothers see it, man, I'll send y'all. I'll send y'all. I'm gonna send you guys. I'll send y'all a little demo, man, so y'all can watch it. But once you see it, it's not the glorification of the violence. It's really we talking about the after effects. We humanizing the effect of what happens after all this shit is done. You don't see that person's mother crying while her son body out there in the street. How that was a loss of income. How somebody lost they brother, their cousin. All of us just said it now. You take one of mine, what? We take
Right.
one of
Man,
yours.
And
There's an
retaliation never
right.
ends. Yeah,
there's an
retaliation never
Arabic
ends.
word. There's an Arabic word called istika. Istika means to set your affairs straight, to even your affairs. You can look at two little kids. If one of the little kids take another kid's sucker, what are he gonna do immediately? Go take it back.
Right.
But now, in this modern day society we live in, what they got? They got a straw man for us. Guess who the straw man is? The police. The
Yeah.
police settle our affairs, lock you up, let you go to jail, you end up going to prison. But man, the story is about lose lose going back there. It's more about, man, showing the people that this is the route, this is where it goes, these are the impacts. This is what you're gonna experience. This is how you're gonna be affected. This shit is not about the obvious. Everybody got a gun. Anybody can
Right.
get a gun. Anybody can shoot. But once you blow that gun, now you got to deal with
Can you handle
real
the back? Can you
consequences.
handle the back the
Right,
consequences
Can
that
you
right.
handle
come
the
with it?
back end of this shit?
Can
Yeah.
yeah, can you handle the back end? And that's what people don't understand. And that's what these young niggas don't understand. Cause once you pull that trigger, ain't no going back. Now you
Ain't no
got like
going.
my boy P Dub was talking about earlier. They thought about getting locked up, but they ain't thought about the 100 years. They ain't thought about the death penalty. And if they did talk about it, they never experienced that 20, 30 years sitting in the cell, knowing that this is
Mm,
real now. This is real. These walls, these gates ain't going nowhere.
no,
I
No,
no.
gotta do
that's
this
fact.
time. And I tell niggas all the time, I said, dog, y'all niggas, man,
Right.
listen, you do 3, 4 years, you ain't see niggas that been telling you, yo, oh hey, how long you been down? 1971. Oh hey,
Damn.
how long you 1965? Yo, we in 2026. Oh hey, you still in here? They
Man,
haven't run across these niggas. I've ran across these niggas. The ones that
LWAP,
been there since
LWAP,
71, 78,
LWAP.
85, 84.
Yeah.
We talking about decades ago.
Man, they get
Yeah,
out
man.
right now. It's like they in Back to the Future.
But
Come on,
and
Yeah, I
man.
met
motherfuckers
him.
don't be talking about the adverse effects of like whatever you think like the feds is. Like, before I went to the feds, most think the feds is cool up there. You gonna eat good every day. It's gonna be like this.
Fuck out of here.
Man, bro, you got 300 minutes of phone time. You got to figure out a month. Like that
I
shit is
just
horrible.
talked about
You
that.
got
I was just talking about that.
the email system that you're trying to run to. If you on certain USPs or certain places, you're gonna lock down randomly. Like right now, you could be having a visit. You could be outside getting some food. You can do whatever, man. The feds are horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, no. A lot of cats think going to a federal prison is like a badge of honor. Like that means you like a super thug and shit. And I try to tell this one.
On the real shit, though, I ain't gonna. Hey. No.
That's not me talking. I don't know who that is.
Listen, I ain't gonna.
Oh,
You
y'all
got
can hear
somebody in
that?
the room?
That's
Y'all can hear that? Yeah. Y'all can hear that. I ain't know y'all can hear that. Go ahead. I ain't know.
Oh yeah. Hey. Okay. Yeah. Hey, your man back there. It almost sound like you talking. That nigga must be your
You
brother.
feel me? You feel me?
These headphones. This headphones supposed to be soundproof.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how y'all caught that.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Bruh.
But yeah, they look at it like a badge of honor going to the federal union until you get that target letter that say you the subject of investigation, until them people show up and interview you. Now I'm gonna share part of my story. Yeah, man, I call myself, man. Like I said, man. I've been to universities, and man, I've done a lot of great things in my life, and I've done some shit. I call myself the most victorious thug that ever lived. You know what I mean? And until they show up to your place and have a card sitting on your door. And when they come to interview you after you get that target letter, when they come and they sit down, they always bring two agents. I try to tell so any of you youth, y'all listening, let me tell you how they get down with you. If they ain't bagged you, if they're getting ready to bag you, they come sit down, they're gonna bring two agents to come and talk to you. You know what the first thing that the lady said? Her name was Agent Ledbetter, the same name as the sheriff in Mississippi, the exact
Mm,
same name. So I want to meet you
mm.
motherfuckers related. Her name was Agent Ledbetter. She said, first of all, I want to let you know we're not here because we picked your name out of a hat. I will never forget it. That's the first thing she said to me. And she said, and the second thing I want to let you know is, she said, by the time it's over with, it's gonna be every man for himself. That's exactly what she said. And the third thing she said to me was, and she said, and I want to let you know that lying to a federal agent is punishable by a year in jail. By the time it was over with, I didn't even have enough money damn near to fight my case. They had took everything from me. Nigga don't know nothing about being on pretrial services. You do, if you was on the
Right.
street. We do. See, a lot of cats don't know about being on probation before you get sentenced and go to jail. A lot of
Right.
cats don't understand what that is. A lot of cats don't understand what being on, but that everybody that goes to the feds come out as on parole. Excuse me, probation.
Probation. Yeah.
Cats don't understand what that kind of shit. Me, I served the shortest amount of time that they could give me on the truth of sentencing guidelines. I was at a low number, right? Low number. Did that, got released to home confinement, right? A lot of people don't know, but guess how long of that it absorbed my life? It absorbed damn near 10 years of my life fighting and dealing with being in the system. I lost a whole block of my life, bro, just fucking around with this shit. Took a dime piece out of me, bro. Not being behind them bars, but just either being on
Yeah, having to
pretrial
litigate.
services,
But having to litigate, especially if you got a
litigate
minor or anything, that shit is like, bro, not just the money, but the energy. Because it's
the
like every
energy.
day,
Yes,
whenever you try to shake, you think you having a good day, that shit's
no,
still looming. That court
still
date
look.
shit, you be like, it seems
Yes.
like it's 3 months away. That shit creep up on your ass. You're like, damn, I gotta go see these people. That shit ain't cool, bro. Like, so
Hey,
ain't
hey,
none of
hey,
it cool.
hey, while we on that too, hey, tell them about, man, how it is in the federal courtroom. People think that the judge, like you talking to God. Will you ever notice a federal bench motherfuckers up this
Bro,
high?
but not only that, when you take a deal, nigga, the epitome of disenfranchisement comes from the judge. They tell you can't get no housing, you can't get no,
Oh yeah.
you can't vote, you can't
Oh
No
get
yeah.
food
no
stamps,
SBA
no
loans,
government loans,
you
no
can't
none
get
of
no
that.
loan. I'm
Oh
talking,
yeah.
and every time he asks you something, you got to do this. I understand.
I understand.
Because they making sure, nigga, Just so you know. And then not only that, the deal
The
itself,
impact statement, brother.
but the deal itself is a range. You know,
Oh yeah,
in the state,
an
you just take a
arraignment.
deal for whatever you sign for.
It's an arraignment. Yeah.
Nigga, but in the feds, you got this 46 to 57 months. But if the judge feel like I want to give you an upper deviation or something, because nigga,
Upper
some kind of
deviation, yeah.
conduct, that's some clause that they dropped on your ass, that shit might elevate 80 months. Like, the deal ain't the deal. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit horrible. That's what
Man,
I'm saying.
so
When I went to the feds, that's the most trickiest. Even the law, they got all these traps and then
I
these
tell
numbers
anybody
and,
that shit.
bro.
Man, do you know what happened to me, bro? Man, it was some shit that it went 5 years that from the point that they actually investigated, and 5 years later they came back. You know what them people told me to do? They said, hey man, we want you to sign a statute waiver that you're gonna agree to let us prosecute you under the crimes that we prosecute, or otherwise we're gonna let that expire and just gonna re-indict you.
Right. Right.
Like
Or they do
these
shit like
young boys,
or they do shit like put you on 10 years probation.
10 years probation. What is 10 years probation? You may as well go to jail.
Yeah,
Shit.
anything you do, like you know what I'm saying, they can come and bang you for the whole 10.
Bro,
Yeah,
pick
so
up on this. You could go to, I mean, you could go to court, get a charge dismissed. They can hit you with an appeal and go, and you still going to court for the next 2 years or an appeal, and you bet not get no new charges for whatever the fuck you just got
oh yeah,
dismissed
you
for,
better
or
believe
they
it.
about to
You better
add that
believe
shit
it.
in, even though it just got dismissed.
Yeah, and then you
Yeah,
got
man.
those that can't even get out. See that? So you got some people that can't. They won't even give a bill to, because you're supposed to be on, like, it's like an OR basically. Like, you got
Yep.
families, some people that's like, because it's
Yeah,
supposed to be
on
no cash bill.
recognizance, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But it's like, bro, like,
So my point I'm trying to say, man, for you young boys out there listening, if you niggas think that it's a badge of honor to be in some kind of federal system or in some kind of judicial system, like, don't make that your fight where you want to use your energy as fighting. Because on your indictment papers, it says the United States of America versus your ass. That should
Bro,
put everything in perspective right there to
you
let
got
you
a
know what
country
time it
against
is.
you, a whole
yeah,
The whole
country
country
against
against
you.
you.
that's the whole squad. But Rec, what's up, Rec? What's the last dessert? We got something for the last dessert?
Man, shit, I think that was, you know what I'm saying? I think that was the menu right there. Shit, you know what I'm saying? We cooked a little bit of everything, appetizers, main
Anybody
course.
got anything that they want to send us off with? Last time, Biz, you sent us off with a nice last little topic. Concrete,
Man,
what you got? You got motherfuckers
Man,
yelling
y'all.
in the background and shit though.
No,
Biz,
you good, you good. You know,
let me see.
them boys just was talking about something that
I'm just
took
talking
place at,
shit, man.
no,
you know, they've been
he
doing
good, man. No,
the Pee Wee football game. You know, they talking about these games and all that. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, they could check my book, man. Your platform, whoever listening, they could get my book, Victoria's Little Secret, on Amazon. Check me out on my platform. You know, y'all invite me back. I'll come. You know what I'm saying? Show my face. And I love
yes,
what we
sir.
did
That's what we
today,
want to
man.
hear.
You know, enlighten the youth. You know, cause they need to hear this, man. They need to hear this because most of us on here been through it. So
Yeah, we've been
why
through it.
would you want to go through something that we've been through? You know, my boy Biz been there, almost did 10 years of his life fighting. You did 19 years. I did what, 21 and a half. My other boy did some time. Like, yo, why would you want to go through what we went through? We telling you this not living.
That ain't
It's
it,
not
Jack.
living. Don't none
That
of us
ain't
want to
it.
go back. Don't none
Right,
of us want to go back to prison.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
None of
on
that
20
shit.
years probation. We was talking
What's
about
the
probation.
name of the
I
book
took
again?
It's called Victoria's Little Secret. It's a fictional book. It's Victoria's Little Secret. It's on Amazon.
Okay.
Victoria's Little Secret. And
All right.
I'm on 20-year probation. And let me tell you something. When I took my 20-year probation, I remember after winning my second trial, and we'll talk about this another time. I won my second trial. My first trial took 9 months. My second trial took 6 months. Battered them. They had more murders. So they like, listen, man, you already beat us on trial with several of these murders. We don't want to take you to trial again. Because we already see you not gonna lay down. And I already know all it takes is one. And I'm not gonna keep
One.
playing with them. I'm not gonna keep going to trial with y'all. So they said, man, we got 20 years on the table. Guess what I did, homie? What do I sign? I'm gonna take my 20 years. I
Took
ain't got
that
to tell
shit and
on
ran
nobody.
with it.
I ain't got to talk to
Ran.
nobody. Listen, I'm gonna take my 20 years. And you know why it was so easy for anybody saying 20 years is a long time? It's so easy because I know I was not gonna get involved in nothing.
Right, right. I'm
Man,
not about to get
love
back
you
into
for
the
it.
Probation is
bullshit.
hard for
Love
the
you for
ones
it.
that still want to be part of this life out here.
Yeah, go ahead, have that shit.
You can have that shit. I want my freedom. I got tired of child time. I got tired of call lives. I got tired of all that shit that comes with prison and jail. I don't want that. That's not living. That's not for me.
Is the book by Benson Cadet?
Yeah. That's my
Yeah,
name.
gotcha.
That's my name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm
B.
about to
That's
post
B
it in the
right
chat.
there. Hey, B. Before you leave, man, I want you to tell them about your man JC a little bit.
okay, so this is my main man. You know, it's like I said, it's 5 of us. We all ain't nobody came out scarred with our case. With our case, man, we're talking about over a dozen bodies, almost 20 plus. My man JC got pled guilty to 9 murders and got 30 years. Never heard of before. Pled guilty. I'm talking about went to the courtroom, took took it to the face, 9 bodies. Then they had to give a statement. Then they had to give no statement as to who was with him, what happened. He just took his time and they gave him his 30 years. And that was able to be done because of the ones before him, which was me and my other niggas, because he was the A defendant. And we all know A defendants always go to trial first. But we didn't let them dictate how they want to take us to trial. We went rather than let the A defendant, because usually they let the A defendant come and then they'll give plea deals to all the rest because they already done with the, as they call it, the head, the mastermind, or whatever they do.
Right.
But the way we did amongst us, we like, nah, it ain't gonna happen like that. Whoever got the weakest case go first, so we could see what's going on, and that's what happened. And when the weakest case went first, what they did, they pled them out. They said, nah, we don't want you to go try, but since you want to go try, since you filed speedy trial, we're gonna offer you 12 years, no papers. He took that. We told my home, take that, take the 12 years and go home. He like, nah, I want to take it. We say, man, why would you wanna risk your life and go to trial and let 12 juries decide your fate when you got 12 years? You could do 12 years on me. Take your 12 years and be gone. He did that. Then the second one that had the less evidence, he put speedy trial in. Niggas don't put in speedy trials in courtroom. Trust me, bro. Niggas talk like they want to go to war, but niggas don't want to go to war.
Nah, hell
Niggas
no.
rather let they other homeboys take the lick. My other
Right.
homeboy, my other homeboy, God, God is with him right now. He put in the speedy trial. He went to trial. He lost. Now, this is what we're talking about, the sacrifice. He lost, he they take him to death penalty. They call it death penalty phase. Jury spared him. The jury spared him. They didn't give him the death penalty, but they gave him life. He's up the road right now. But he was able to pave the way for me because now I'm able to see what's going on. Me and my defense team, we ready to see what's going on. We already know what's on transcripts because you can't change your testimony no more because you gave
Right.
testimonies. So now we are able to see what took place. And me, my defense, we put in for a speedy trial.
Right. Y'all can basically
And
take the gems from the previous case and add that to
Use it
yours.
for
You
yeah,
feel me?
absolutely.
so we put
Well,
in for the speedy trial in the state. Like, hell no, we don't want to go. We want a defendant to go to trial. Nah, homie. We don't want a defendant. I want to go to trial now because I got the weakest case. I took them trial, like I said, I took them trial first 9 months. They thought 9 months. It was 9 months, and guess how long the jury deliberated? 9 days, homie. Do you know
mm,
that was the craziest 9 days of my life, homie? To know every day you don't know what the verdict gonna be, and all it takes is one guilty
mm.
verdict to change your life, homie.
Mm.
Right.
That's
And to
Right.
strong,
hear
man.
not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, undecided, mid trial on all the other counts because they were undecided after 9 months. Man, that was a blow to the state prosecution team, man. That was a blow.
Man,
That whole
man,
case
praise
was a blow.
God, brother. Praise the
No,
Most
I
Praise
was just
High.
God.
about to say, God, like you
All to
under my
God.
probation for 20
They,
years, nigga. I ain't gonna let you
man,
go back. You under my probation for 20
so
years
so
for that
so now
blessing.
so now we run it again. We run it again. They thought the second trial, I remember, man, we like, man, the judge trying to close the case out. Judge like, man, y'all ain't got no offers for cadet. Y'all ain't got no offers to give him. Man, judge say we ain't gonna offer. We got all we got is a license for him. If he's willing to take a license right now, then he could take a plea deal. Just like T Gritty said on that song, man, you must be on dope. Who taking a license? Let's run it again.
Right,
God,
right,
God, God, God on my side again. Acquitted on these counts. So now we at a standstill. Well, let me tell you, man. After that, after I was found not guilty for that case, though, man, that state prosecutor had no choice but to walk to my table and shake my hand, homie. And I shook his hand. People like, why? I said, because I didn't even take it personal no more.
right.
Mm,
Because I knew he was just doing his job to win his case. It ain't
That
even
part.
personal no more.
That
Why
part.
would it be personal? Your job is to get me. You know what I'm saying? How we call it, cops and robbers.
Yep,
It's
it's
cops
cat
and
and
robbers
mouse.
right now.
Yep, yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at you, homie. I shook his hand. He like, so that's when I knew he was defeated. Because at one point, he never acknowledged me in that courtroom. At no point in my life, he acknowledged me in my court. Every time for the 17, 16 years I walk in that courtroom, he never acknowledged me. Come
Damn.
to find out, they came with a plea deal. They came with something else. We kind of offered. They said 20 years credit time served for the 21 you been down. I took the 20 years, and I took the 20 years because the girl I was with, her dad had said something. He said, "Man, if you go to trial, keep fight for your life. Who's to say you ain't gonna die in here? Take the 20 years and be gone. Fuck
Right.
trying to clear your name. Come home, bro." I took my
Right.
20 years and came home, and I've been home 4 years now, going on 4 years, and I got, you know what I'm saying, and I've been able to
Man,
accomplish a lot of
salute,
things.
man.
Now, JC, who we're talking about, he pled guilty to now, he'll be home in 2 years. My other one
Oh
that had
yeah.
the life sentence, the one that had the life sentence, guess what? He just wanted to appeal. He'll be home in 2 years. So ain't nobody took a hit. Yeah, we lost times, we lost decades, but for the shit that we were charged with,
But not only that, bro, you sitting down for that long, and I can speak for myself too, probably gave you all the game that you needed in order to survive today. Because without
Man, you
that
better
trial, you
believe
either
it,
would have
man.
killed somebody and never got away with it or died.
but let
So
me
it's
tell you
Yeah,
like,
something
man.
too. I did 18 and a half years of solitary confinement, P Dub. Not even in GP, homie. Because of
yeah,
my
so
case,
you was in there studying. So I know you was in there studying.
of
That's why
That's
course.
I
all you
looked at the
Of
had.
Fed shit.
Shit.
course.
The Fed
Of
shit to
course.
me was just like going to schools, like
Yeah.
just minus the hoes. That's it. Just like just going to school, bro. I just studied everything, independent study, read, devoured any kind of program, hit it, did what I did, bro. And that's really like what it's about. When you incarcerated, I don't give a fuck if you incarcerated in your mind or in jail, right? Is that the more knowledge you could acquire, the more you could soak up, the better you are when it comes to your actual impulse control and your decision making
Impulse control.
in times of stress or despair, or if you feel like you challenge. That's see, like when you grown, sometimes you got to just stand down. Stand down, and it ain't no bitch ass shit. It's just like, you know what? I'm gonna let you. It's like knowing that you can whip a nigga ass. I'm gonna let you just talk, bro. I know I can whip your ass, but go ahead, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you walk
Man.
away from
Man,
this.
listen, I
Niggas
love
don't
what
even
you
know you
say.
giving them
Since
bad.
I've been home, I had those episodes where y'all, we all probably had that episode when someone
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
challenged you. I
right.
know how to walk away, man. Listen, man, you can have that. If
Yeah.
that's gonna make you feel tough, go ahead and have it. I'm gonna walk
Because I already
away.
know what I got. I already know what I could do. And plus,
I ain't
I
got
know that I will crash out.
You
Like if it
gonna
ever
go
come
there.
down
Yeah, you
to it,
gonna go there.
I,
People don't think
yeah,
you're gonna go
yeah,
there.
because the
That's
ace
the
in the
whole
hole,
thing.
all
Yeah.
the time my ace in the hole is that I just don't give a fuck. At the end of the day,
come
if you
on.
just get me right there, I'm not gonna lose. I might if I end up in jail, whatever, but like, you about to lose this, I don't give a fuck.
So
That's
I'm
what
gonna
it
think for
be.
the both of us. So I'm gonna end up thinking for the both of us. Since you can't think, I'm gonna think for you,
Right.
and I'm gonna
I
walk
got you.
away.
Because I'm also thinking for a whole tribe of other people. So it's
Right.
like I
Exactly.
can't be the nigga to lose myself when I got a daughter, a house, a whole family to look at, right? Look after, and I do some stupid shit. Like you know what I'm saying, I can't live that life no more. I've been king of the dummies forever. You know what
That's
I'm
the
saying? So
lose
now it's time
lose
to
right there,
elevate.
brother. If you go back, that's the lose lose.
That's
That's
it.
what I'm
That's it.
telling you,
You
man.
feel me? You know what I'm saying? So
That's the
I'm
lose
waiting on my
lose.
trial. We're gonna wrap this up. I love cooking with y'all. I'm waiting for that Oakland installment after the Florida installment. Quick shout out to my Florida niggas. When you said them niggas is a different breed, I had a celly came in here with the natted up
The wicks,
dreads.
the wicks,
With
yeah,
the
the
wicks,
wicks.
nigga. Yeah, we was cool. That's my nigga. I can't remember my nigga name. We was selling for me. He was on that deuce band, though. I ain't fuck with that deuce. I ain't like that shit. But shout out to my niggas. Them niggas is alligators and crocodiles. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas is crazy out there. Crazy to the motherfucker. Shout out to
Hey
my
man,
niggas.
my
It's all
little
love on the
my little
cookout.
message, man. I want to say, man, if for any man, man, love is the key, man. For all of us, as people are the descendants of a great power, the gods, man. And we got to use our godlike power, man, with each other, not to destroy each other, man. The only people that can destroy us is us. You know what I mean?
Right.
And if we got to take control and ownership, man, over our woman is not in control of us. We in control of that situation. We've got it's a responsibility to be a doctor. We have got to cure them and cure ourselves and then cure them. You know what I mean? That's how we're
Right.
gonna create the next wave of a healthy women and children. Stop blaming women for everything. That's some bitch ass shit. I want to tell you niggas that think like that. Man, you got to reach down between your legs and grab your balls and stand like a man. That's how I think. Any woman that wants to go, that can go, that is willing to go, that is feminine enough to go, man, receive her and take her. If she's gone, she's staying, she's poison, let her go. But that's where it's gonna start for me and my messaging, man. We've got to build our shit from the ground up. Man, it's gonna start with the babies, man. It's gonna start with
Right.
the woman and the babies, man. You know what I
Hey,
mean? The women and the
Hey,
babies,
man,
man.
Rick,
So,
what you gonna
man,
leave us
men,
with?
we've got to take control of our shit.
Shout out to the chat too. We love the chat today. Y'all was active. We love all the love. Say the best podcast, man. You know, humbly speaking. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that love. Ray, go ahead, man. Ray, what you got for us, Ray? I know you're gonna drop something on us before we get up out of here.
man, y'all already know, man. Dayton Playbook every Friday at 7 p.m. Sunday Cookout every motherfucking Sunday, man. 2:30 p.m. You feel me? 12:30 if you on the West Coast. You know what I mean? Just like that. Y'all know y'all gonna see Busy again. This is the cousin of the, you know what I'm saying? This the cousin of the Cookout. He able to pull up whenever he want. He just walk in the door, open up the fridge,
My
which I got
man,
in here to eat, man.
appreciate
You
it.
know what I'm saying? I'm about to pull out a plate, man. Warm something up real quick.
Hey,
You feel me? Hey, that's the cousin of the show, man. Hey, Concrete, you more than welcome to pull up anytime you want, bro. Hey, you already know we always got a chair for two like-minded brothers at the table.
yes, sir.
Always.
Thank
You
you,
feel
man. We
me?
Appreciate it.
appreciate
Appreciate it.
both of y'all, brothers, man. Love both of y'all, man. Love you too,
Love
B.
y'all.
Man,
Love
love
you
you
too.
too, bro.
Man,
Love all
peace,
y'all,
man.
man.
All right,
Yeah.
man. Peace.
Hey,
All
All
man.
right.
love. We out, y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe, man. You feel